Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Loud enough so that he can hear our praises in heaven.
Hey.
Yes.
Drop.
Shut him down, open up. Y'all knew we was starting this way.
Oh, no. Hey.
It's the only way.
Shut him down, oh, no, stop.
Everything got to start like this for the rest of the week.
Yo.
Niggas wanna not.
Okay. Hey.
Niggas wanna die. Yes.
Oh, you know the words.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't know I didn't know the word?
Mandy's a rapper. Mandy
I
is
am a rapper.
You got bars?
My the way I did it, ghostwriter. R.I.P. X. We had to start that way. We had to start that way.
Positively though,
Yes.
because it was a very emotionally draining, like 2 days. Right, my birthday was last week, and I just kept praying. I was like, God, please don't. Number one, don't take him. Just don't take him. Just send him back. That's number one. Number two, if just don't let it happen on my birthday, because I'm always gonna remember that for the rest of my life. And it, praise God, it did not. I just hope that all of his children, everybody got to at least be with him and be together and be with the family for his final moments.
Yes.
Before they send him home. So, yeah, we love you, DMX.
Love you,
rest in
DMX.
Rest in paradise. How are y'all?
Oh, well, I guess should we?
I'll let Mandii introduce, because we've been secretly potting. We've been potting
literally
for the last hour
and a half.
I couldn't even open my mouth. I was like, that's a pod. That's a pod. Don't talk.
So, guys, we are joined with another Friends with Benefits this week on See the Thing Is. She got a whole lot of benefits, baby.
Damn.
Y'all might like her if she stand up. Nah, she did. But, guys, we are joined today by my good friend, Medinah Monroe.
What's up, everybody? I just want to say, I love the grown woman vibe in here. We're
Oh,
not
yeah.
drinking liquor. We have red wine. Red wine and white flowers. Hello.
We had to do something to offset, like, the really. I mean, I'm in a sweatsuit. Mandy's in a t-shirt dress. Like,
Only because her makeup spilled on my sweatpants
it
this
wasn't
morning.
my makeup, bro.
What was it?
I don't know. It was Bodhi's residue. I don't know what the
Bodhi's
Bro, you see how she do?
residue.
Bro, it was a whole brown crayon that's on her lip.
First of all, you said Bodhi's residue like he routinely leaves gravy around. Like,
No.
there's no Bodhi residue. Like,
But what's crazy is she loves these vibes, and I tried to put.
Yes.
By the way, y'all, she is a podcaster. She
Yes.
is one half of the Cocktails podcast, and some of you, whatever white people watch us, y'all may know her from Temptation Island.
Yes.
Because only the whites really watch that.
I watch
That's why half
Temptation
of you
Island.
watch it. So
I
don't-
feel like
a lot
I
of
brought
black
the
people
black
watch.
people
You did.
to Temptation Island.
did.
So all the blacks
did.
that do watch, thank you for watching me, because I was the highlight of my season. I said it.
Well, I love that you like these grown women vibes, because I tried to get her I tried to uplift her grown woman taste buds. So I said, ooh, dirty martinis. And she said yes, like she's had a dirty martini.
Because I watch Sex and the City, and they make it look so like this is what Carrie Bradshaw does. I'm like, fuck yeah, give me one.
it's giving a martini or a Cosmo. You right?
So I'm shaking the dirty martini. I like mine's extra dirty, and it has to be a stuffed olive.
Shocker.
So it was an olive with feta, and so I made it for her, and that bitch sat in front of her for like an hour, and she was trying. Wait,
I tried. I would take small sips and swish it around in my mouth, like yeah.
Man,
I didn't know that it tastes like salt soup.
You can salt soup. You can only ever take shots with Mandii, I learned, unless it's wine, because the way that she will become a mixologist, it's like Bill Nye the Science Guy with alcohol.
I do.
And she'll just be in there, all types of concoctions, smoke, blue, you know.
A lime. So of course, then she was like, "Just give me a vodka soda lime," and I was like, "Oh, I could do that." But yeah, we had a good time. I mean, I think all of us have been recovering over.
I'm still recovering.
being alcoholics.
Still recovering. Yeah.
As we drink.
Yes.
Still.
I mean, I celebrated my birthday last week, Thursday.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And so I went to Miami. My man and I went to Miami for a couple days and just decided
Can I applause for your birthday?
Yes, you can.
It's another year.
The big 35.
It's another year.
I'm 35. I'm officially in my mid-30s.
Does that come with anything, by the way, as a woman? Like, do you feel any pressure at 35? I know I did at 30. So does 35 have any other type of milestone to it?
No, not for me.
No?
No. I would like my knees to work better, and I would like my alcohol tolerance to be a lot
Crazy how you
more.
really feel it when you're 30.
Well, we were making jokes about like the noises that knees make earlier, and I was like, yeah, nah, my shit is always at this point me trying to be sexy and like do a sexy panther crawl or like try to get down on my knees.
Actually,
to be
you did.
nasty.
I saw the video.
All right.
You were crawling.
All right.
I just did a lap dance routine with my co-host, and we had to put on knee pads. And the girl was like, "Oh yeah. I on sweatpants and knee pads trying to be sexy. These knees don't work the same. Meg is
They
how
just
old is
don't.
Meg?
They
Meg
don't.
gotta be
but
young.
that's been in my
Screaming,
30s.
how old is Meg the Stallion? Because we all just want her knees.
She's young. She's in her 20s. She's got great knees.
Early 20s or
She's in-
mid-20s?
I think she's mid-20s, but she's in great shape.
And when you're trying to be sexy,
26.
She's 26.
Okay.
Honey,
you
yes.
can do a couple cracks, but you know that third crack is the get up.
Yeah.
I literally
The third
said,
crack is like your final warning.
Yeah, you're gonna be going to the
that's
doctor.
the embarrassing thing. Like even changing positions in the bedroom.
You gotta go slow.
I be like coughing so he doesn't hear my joints cracking. It's kind of embarrassing.
You gotta
Does
turn the TV up.
Does that not ruin the movie? Alexa, volume 6. Bitch, we go from 3 to 6 once I start hearing the joints crack. That shit be serious.
Serious. I have a torn meniscus, so when it starts to crack, it sounds like a bag of chips opening. It's like a rustling noise.
I think I might have a meniscus tear too because
Yeah.
mine is
Ruffles.
Mine sounds like when you crumple up the bag and you put it in the garbage and then you know how it expands again on its own and this just makes the crinkle. Like you're like, damn, I
Yeah.
thought this was over.
This Auntie Pod was brought to you by God damn.
I mean, you asked if 35. No, the only pressure that I really felt on my birthday was to disconnect and just really be present. Like I was answering emails and I'm sitting on the beach and my man was like, "Can you just not today? Like, can you just? It's your birthday. Like, just unplug for a second."
And isn't it crazy how hard it can be to unplug? You really have to tell yourself, I can make this money later. I can respond later. It's okay to just detach, be with your love
It's
person.
so hard.
It's
I be
hard.
putting on my beginners for yoga video and it's 10 minutes, bitch. By 7, I be like, I gotta check my phone. I'm missing out on something.
Right.
And
Which is part of what I love about fitness anyways. When I go into a workout class and I'll take Orange Theory, I'll go in and I'll literally be like, okay, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. I am not on social media. I'm not scrolling through anything. I'm not doing anything for 1 full hour. I'm just devoted to this hour, this attention right here.
Was Miami like the videos we've been seeing?
So we stayed pretty
Nonsense.
far away from the hoopla. But I will say, I mean, because it is Miami, a lot of people still travel down there to be reckless and not wear masks. So there were people we saw in the hotel. I almost got into a couple different fights with a couple girls
fights.
that tried to get on the elevator with me. I was like, where's your mask?
And what'd they say?
And she was the girl forgot. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot." She was asking her friend, "Do you have an extra mask?" She was like, "No." And I was like, "Y'all haven't been doing this for a year?
Were they from Atlanta?
Like y'all have not been."
This
Like
is
to
her.
me, I could understand like last May. You know what I'm saying? Maybe May, June. You're like, all right, I still kind of forget my mask. We've been doing this for a year.
No,
At this
no,
point,
no,
it's keys,
we
wallet.
have.
It's keys, wallet,
Mask.
and mask.
But Bridget,
I
we
still
have.
sometimes be forgetting my mask.
When I go to Atlanta with this girl, I have to tell
Yeah.
her, I'm like, can you put your mask? It's in my car. Do you know where it's at? Her rear view mirror hanging.
so I
said
don't forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, my man has he has easily a dozen masks on the blinker on the blinker in the car. That's what all his masks are.
Yeah, but her mask doesn't go on her face.
Oh,
it's like
you
decoration.
liar.
It's
It
like an air
goes on.
freshener.
No
It
shit.
is.
We literally just talked about mask need.
If it is
before-
needed,
Yes.
if I can't go in without it, I'm putting the mask on.
Yeah, no,
But that's
these
it.
people just did not. They were like, no, we just want to get on. I was like, you're not getting on the elevator with me without your mask. This is the benefit of being
And then
5'8".
Bridget was like, bitch, square up. You squared up with them hoes over the mask.
But it's also, and Mandy and I talk about this all the time. The deep voice comes in handy because none of you little bitches really want. I sound a lot worse than they could even imagine. You
Like
know what I'm
even
saying?
our voices, we don't even get sympathy in the streets
Nah.
because we
'Cause of
sound
how
so
we
rough
command,
and
yeah.
aggressive.
It's-
like you.
I do. I'd be like, what did you say to me? You better put your mask on.
and they go, "Aw."
Hey, bitch, they get right in the elevator with your ass.
They're like, "Okay, sis." No, this. I was like, "Excuse me, where's your mask?" And she literally,
with the mom tone.
And the blink. That's that mom blink. And the flare.
because it's
Don't play
also
with me.
all the walls in this elevator are mirrored, bitch. So I want you to try to not make eye contact with me. Are you looking all other directions? And it's like, nah. You can face forward and you can still see me. Where's your mask?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
are you kidding?
offensive to not have a
Well,
mask.
because it's also, and people are afraid to like, offend the anti-mask. Here, listen.
Oh, because there's people getting shot. There was a news story where they were like, who are you, the mask police? The dude went and got his gun and shot the nigga. I forget. I think it was in Oklahoma.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, who shot the person
It was
wearing?
a couple. They didn't have a mask. They were trying to go in somewhere, and the other customer was like, "Where's y'all's mask?" And he was like, "Yeah, let me show you this gun." Bow.
That's not funny
at all.
That's not okay.
So they shot somebody because they didn't want to wear a mask.
Yeah, the people didn't want to wear their mask, and they were trying to.
I mean, I will
press
say
the
New
issue.
York.
See, these were all a lot of the people that were there in Miami this weekend. Though were mostly there were some spring breakers and it was mostly families at my hotel,
okay.
which is what I wanted anyway. Because I thought to myself, you know what? At least with the families, it's like the kids are all going to be in one area anyway, which is exactly what happened. We picked a hotel that had the adult tranquil pool, the 21 and older pool, where everybody was safely socially distant, and we were able to just kind of chill. Or they were at the beach and they were all on one side of the beach where everybody's fucking toys are. You know,
I feel so bad and like an auntie because, bitch, adult only me.
Only me.
I don't want to stay in a
Adult
hotel
only me?
that's not adult only.
me.
The only reason I was cool with the idea of it being families is because now a lot of my friends who have kids wipe everything down. They sanitize everything. They're constantly.
You're like, we're clean.
They're like
she's a mom.
She's a mom. She got a first aid kit, at least one in her bag. You know what I'm
got
saying?
Neosporin.
Well, I still get STD tested, so I'm pretty safe too. No. You're like,
You
no.
aren't really. Yeah.
I'm not worried. I'm not gonna worry about dying in an elevator with you if you have gonorrhea, though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, valid.
not really the
Okay,
same.
you're right. I do have hand sanitizer.
So
though.
yeah, so I
You
just
know, what?
in that regard, I trust that. But the adults only tranquil pool was the vibe. It was the vibe for 2 days.
Okay.
There was a fun group of there was like a couple Dominican couples that came into the pool. They brought their own hookah. I was like, I'm right at home.
But also, she's super New York. She calls
This is
me
New
and
York.
is like, I wish you were here. But girl, she said, the pool is way over there. They took a cabana in the back because there were so many people.
We got a table with
Really?
bottle service on the opposite side.
Was this before
On
or
the
after you were
opposite
drunk
side.
and falling out?
No, this is before. This is before I was
Pre-game.
crawling through the lobby. But Jesus.
That's why you don't want. That's why you want to be the only group drunk.
I was the only person. Well, I think everybody else was drunk, and then their drunk was ruined when they realized I had to be carried somewhere. But
well, yeah, she got
I
drunk
hate
this
being
weekend.
the most drunk person.
My
But y'all didn't have
boyfriend
to
literally
carry me.
said, my boyfriend literally said though, when we go out, I just got to be kind of sober to make sure she good because I black out.
He had all.
See,
of our
I have
purses.
He had all of our
For
purses.
some reason,
he
I
had
brought
our
2
phones.
purses with me.
Why did you have 2
I
purses?
have no idea. Like,
Are you sure the other purse was yours?
Yeah,
Okay.
My man had to go to the bar where she left her phone.
I left my phone at a whole establishment. I was that annoying drunk person, and normally I'm not, but it is Mandy's fault.
Oh.
I had
blame
to do
it on
pickleback
her.
shots.
Do you know what the
Oh,
fuck a
shit.
pickleback
Of
shot
course
is?
I do.
I have
Of
never
course I do.
drank pickle juice.
You don't like picklebacks?
That's
I
what
like
got
it.
me.
Parks looks like he has some bad memories of it. That felt like a college.
So guys, for any of y'all, shout out to y'all who drink pickleback shots. So basically it's Jameson or some sort of whiskey and you back it with some pickle juice.
It's pretty great.
It's good.
It'll have you on demon time.
Which she was on
So
it.
I had a Magnum bottle of rosé for my birthday and some Casamigos, which
That sounds like death. I ain't gonna hold you, bitch. That sounds
First
like
of all-
heartburn. It sounds like
my voice was gone for like 2 days, and for gone was gone for like 2 hours.
I love when my voice is gone from being
because it
drunk.
gets you a deeper voice.
No, because it just sounds so sexy and raspy, and then you wake up in the morning like,
yeah, when
Yeah.
it's us, it sounds like Revenge of the Sith. It's not. It's
I
not
love
sexy.
it. I be hitting Mariah Carey notes.
No.
It is incredible. I used to scream in my pillow when I was little so no one could hear me so that my voice would get hoarse. I wanted a hoarse voice my whole life.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You need to grow up. And then you down your amaretto sour, huh? With your weak
I
ass.
know our voices get hoarse real fast and real easy, and then when it's gone, it's just the worst. It just doesn't sound good, doesn't feel good. And then now even more than ever, people really do think you're sick. Like
They're like, hold on.
they're like,
It's like
oh,
you're
you got a
whispering,
cold,
like-
and it's like, no, bitch, I just did hookah. Just took 3 tokes of the hookah, and now my shit is just.
I don't
a
even
mess.
do the hooks, but when I smoke weed, shout out to the legalization of that here in New York. When I do that, oh my God. Like, bitch, last weekend when I had my threesome, I finished with tea. Like, I had to do tea and honey after because, bitch, we had to record.
Now that's some auntie shit.
That
That is some auntie
Was
shit.
your
She
whole-
had to finish her threesome
With
with
tea.
a spot of
Tea.
Tea and honey.
Were
a
you
spot of
moaning too
tea
loud,
and
or you was
honey.
from smoking?
I did the throat coat and all, baby. I said, oh my, I couldn't talk. I was like,
You gotta
hey.
get some elderberry.
something.
Some elderberry syrup.
I don't like your face.
You can
Fix
can
the
get an
face.
elderberry. You can get elderberry lozenges. They're actually really great. They
Okay,
soothe
let
your
me
throat.
do that.
Yeah,
Wait.
they'll get your. They soothe
I didn't
your
know
voice.
tea was auntie-ish.
No tea. Tea after a threesome is very auntie-ish.
Tea is auntie-ish, candles
Anybody
are
else after a
auntie-ish.
threesome is like, yo, y'all want to get some French toast? Y'all want some breakfast? What's up? What we doing? We going to brunch? We popping bottles of brunch? What's
You know,
up?
it's
asked for throat coat.
You know what's crazy? You know what? I wanted to actually talk about that.
Yeah.
I know we talking about being aunties, but we had the conversation. We talked about our knees crackling, and when you get older, when you get into your 30s,
Yeah.
I literally just had a whole conversation with a friend. about the excitement of my new Swiffer wet jet and candles. And at what point when you become an adult does candles just resonate with women like no other?
And Windex wipes. You know they have Windex wipes now? You don't have to spray. It's a wipe, like a baby wipe, but Windex. Bro, it's a game changer.
It's also environmentally sound because I used to go through a lot of rolls of paper towels trying to
just
clean
to get
them.
that one smudge. Now they got wipes.
Oh no, but then the real trick is coffee filters, because when you wash it with the paper towels, you get the lint all. You get the lint all.
Yeah.
Look it, you really start adulting when you just become like one day you wake up and need coffee.
I'm about to move and I'm hype about bar stools. You see me looking at bar stools? I'm fucking lit over bar. I'm like, yo, this shit is fire. Bar stools? Why?
Why are we so?
But see,
old,
I don't
y'all.
think that's an age thing. I don't think that's an age thing. I think it really comes from most of like the things that we talked about this early on. We first started the pod. It was like when I first moved back to New York, I was devastated because I was like, yo, I don't have a dishwasher anymore. Like the things that we did not grow up with, that were not normal, that were not normalized for us, are now things we have access to.
New York is rude though, because I did have a dishwasher. Like New York don't have the common basic needs that people need. They're like, oh, you want air conditioning? It don't come with it. But why? It's hot.
But you want a closet? We don't even
want
get
a
closets
closet?
here.
Nah. You can have this door though.
You think you deserve
got
an
this door and
elevator
this
to carry
crawl
your
space.
items up? No, carry it on your back.
We don't have a gym in the building, so but you can use these 5 flights of stairs to get your daily cardio.
No, New York is wild.
New York is disrespectful.
I commend people that move to New York and stay and make it. You survived. Like, what?
The fact that we have to
could never.
survive and just live, we're just trying to live, and it's survival here.
It's literally I Am Legend to the rest of the world, which is what I realized. That really is New York is.
So
really,
not only do we live this way, I was telling Medinah how awful dating is in New York, and she
Can't be.
But
Why
it is.
can't it
Why
be?
can't it be?
Because it's New York.
Don't
The
belt.
concrete jungle
Oh
where
my God.
dreams are made of. Carrie Bradshaw.
Carrie
She went on dates
Bradshaw's
almost
stupid
every
ass.
night.
Carrie Bradshaw.
Talk about it.
She had amazing sex. All these experiences with all these wonderful men. Not
First
all
of all,
of them.
no.
were.
Most of the guys she dated were fucking douchebags.
They
Be
were
clear.
awful.
The only person that was really great that Carrie Bradshaw dated was Aiden, and she fucked that up. But everybody else was everybody else was a cork. Burger, cork, corny, get him out of here. The Russian guy, too old. She knew that was a waste of time.
And then
Like
she
his
really
money.
messed up with the fucking baseball player.
Yeah.
But fucking
He was fine.
But
He
and
was
She
Big,
had
fine.
Big. Big always fucked up her shit.
we
No,
all
she
have a big
fucked up
that
her
fucks
shit.
up our whole life forever.
no,
and
we
waste time.
don't.
You don't think all women have a big? You don't think all
I
women
think-
are connected to at least one man that we know is toxic, that our friends don't like, that everyone wonders, why are you still dealing with this person?
No.
But every
And you
time he
don't-
comes sauntering back into your life, maybe the weekend of Halloween, you go buy a suit, go out with
Maybe
him.
the weekend
and you,
of
then you
Halloween.
told yourself you weren't going to hang out with him. Then you hung out with him. You end up riding his dick. Now you're crying and waking up and throw up in your braids. Yeah, I got a big. And he needs to go away. Every time that nigga comes back, I'm like, yeah. Like everything has erased. My heart is broken.
Like what's crazy is I had a big for like 8 years, and I knew I really liked him because even when we would be together, I would tell him, the sex ain't even good with you no more. It like he just stopped trying, I think. It just wasn't good. So the fact I said, and I used to tell him to his face, the fact that your dick is not even good to me anymore and I still love you, that means I love you. Does that not?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
When the sex is bad and
It
I still
does.
want to be with
It
you, I
does.
still want to be around you.
See, but imagine that and the sex isn't bad. And the sex is good. That just makes it even worse. That nigga ain't never gonna leave my life.
I guess so. I guess I have one ex that's like always been around, but it's still not. I don't.
You don't be crying and
No.
listening to Beyonce songs. In
I
the
don't think
bathtub.
about him. Well, I don't think about him, but I'm also in love with somebody else. So maybe that's why I just don't.
Yeah,
He
right
doesn't-
now I'm so in love. No one crosses my mind but my man.
It's just not. Yeah, like he's not even in the peripheral for me. Like
I'm a
it's-
Libra, so it's hard for me to just put all of my focus on one person. Like I too am.
So
in
you're
love.
just gonna use the Libra as you being a hoe? Oh, that's why I can only.
So are Libras hoes? Let me know because my man is a Libra. So am I setting myself up for failure?
And he's Jamaican. I told you you're
It's
such
by
shit.
default. It's not. We didn't make ourselves this way.
The
God
stars and moons did?
Yeah.
You know who you sound like? Kevin Samuels. Now let me stop. I did actually. If we're
High value. High value.
So listen, I know y'all seen the picture of the toxic Mighty Rangers together, and I actually did want to kind of talk about it. We didn't get Kevin Samuels
I'm
on the
pissed.
pod, but the network did, so y'all could go listen to that nigga with the other nigga on the network. But I wanted to talk about this because if we're talking about the bigs, we're talking about dating, we're talking about you needing multiple men all the time in your holes.
Because you're on another level.
But I wanted to know, could we have that conversation minus? I know a lot of you guys may know who this Kevin Samuels guy is. He talks to a lot of women regarding their value, their dating style, their status, maybe why they're not married. And his main thing right now is discussing the modern woman and a high value man. And he believes that maybe the modern woman is set up to not be able to have a high value man because of the independence, because of just everything. I wanted to ask y'all, what is a high value man to y'all? When you hear him discuss a high value man?
Well, something that's not high value is him being in a cashmere turtleneck and the women he interviews got their bonnets on. That's not high value.
That's not high value to me.
That doesn't sit well with me.
I feel like he has to request it because everyone always has this black tight
No
bonnet
makeup.
on.
He says you can't come on with makeup.
This is giving me the helmet of salvation moment, and I'm not here for it. I'm turned off thoroughly by that. I think we have to redefine value. I think we have to redefine what high value actually means, because I think women are valued differently now, and they're expected to adhere to other standards now that were not the same. So it's like this something a saying, a meme that I kept seeing on Instagram and on Twitter for a while was, black women can't be your shield and your target. And I think that in most of the scenarios with the types of women that Kevin Samuel speaks to, it's very apparent that there is somewhat this high standard and level of excellence that these men are being held to, that women are not being held to, because women are expected to still succumb to gender roles. But if you don't want to succumb to gender roles and you want to be independent, then you don't deserve.
Then you deserve to die alone.
Yeah.
Get a dog and die alone. Yeah.
So like I said, black women can't be your target and be your shields. We have to figure out. We have to redefine value, because I don't value my man based on how much money he makes. The value of his character will always make sure he is financially stable and taken care of because of the ambition, the drive, the determination, and the passion that exists in him. That's a core value thing.
Yeah,
He's not a lazy man. So
well, see, and they define a lot of the conversation is always, because even, we've talked about our man has to make X amount of dollars or whatever.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. When it comes to men with money, and y'all let me know your experience, I have dealt with the 7, 8, 6-figure nigga. Like, that's my
But
type.
were they spending it on you? 'Cause sometimes-
Actually, a lot of them were. Actually. Bitch.
I'm like, for Mandii, yes.
Yeah.
Bills were paid, tuition was on time.
Tuition was covered. Like,
Mandii, yes.
this MacBook, thank you. This was bought for me. But going to the definition of a high value man, a lot of times dealing with those men outside of their wallets, they didn't hold much value to me as far as intimacy was very far and in between. They're very selfish, I would say, in the time that they give and the time that they allow and what they want to do and how they give it to you and everything like that. I also feel like they are used to the world revolving around them.
Absolutely.
And so their level of communication is very stale. And so in terms of a lot of those men, mind you, because of the success they've achieved, especially black men with a certain level of money, they believe the world is they have the power and the selection of whoever they want at any given point. And that's why we do have the relationships like the Floyds and all the athletes with the double girlfriends. Because now they feel like they've achieved such level of success and money that now I can literally have whatever I want, whenever I want it. And so to be fair, the women that I know that actually date those high value men are unhappy and not fully fulfilled with what they want from a partner outside of maybe a lifestyle.
Well, because we're not putting enough emphasis on emotional intelligence either.
Oh,
I mean, I know a lot of successful people. I'm not even just going to say men, because I know women that suffer from it too, that are incredibly successful at their jobs, but they are emotionally very immature and not developed. They haven't figured out how to balance what their emotional needs are and figure out what those are. So ultimately, what a man that Kevin Samuels defines as a high value man, his emotional needs are limited. So he should be able to, according to what this type of format looks like for this definition of high value. According to that format, a man who makes a certain amount of money, a man who's established like that, is not necessarily keen to having the same emotional needs that, say, a woman might have.
Scream Man, is there a way you could find an excerpt or words on, here we go. Pause it, and could you go through this countdown? So he's going through what a high value man is in one of his most recent videos. literally in Atlanta, he says a high value man makes $10K a month in Atlanta. You don't need $10K a month in Atlanta.
Are they scammers? I didn't know what.
Well, because here's my problem too. Specifically, he talks to black women. So I would assume you're talking about black men. Mm-hmm. The reality of black men truly even making over six figures, the percentage is so very low of those black men. As a black woman, if you want a black man that does make a certain amount of money, I've talked about it before the pod. I'll be honest. Those men, then because of systemic oppression and what they view as, oh my God, I've made it, goes to the exotics and goes to the white women. They may not want a black woman. So when they're making this much money, it's really up to them. That's what, like, I
also don't think that's true. I know a lot.
You don't
of
think
black,
that's true?
No, I know a lot of black men that really love black women, that's successful, that want to be with successful black women.
But are they with them?
Well, I think that's why we have to redefine what value is, because you can find what airline is in
Delta.
Delta. You could find an engineer that works for Delta that lives in Atlanta that makes $120K a year, maybe more than that. Mm-hmm. You could find somebody that works for Boeing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's not necessarily about the money. It's about the lifestyle. It's very different. I think we have to redefine and reconfigure how we explain what success for black people looks like. It doesn't necessarily have to be an athlete. It doesn't have to be an actor or somebody that works in Hollywood or a rapper. No, there are so many tiers and levels of wealth and riches in other aspects, in other fields. Cardiology, you could find a cardiologist, but they're not going to be popping bottles with you at brunch.
Where are they at?
They're in surgery.
Okay, well.
So they're not going to be.
Cardiologists out there, I'm single.
They're not going to Bella Noche's with you. And so for women, that's why we struggle with finding what we deem as a high quality man or high value man, because we do want someone that's successful, that has his own level of establishment, that can provide to some degree. Do you the lifestyle has to match.
Okay,
you're not gonna find somebody. One of my best friends is married to an RN. They have to schedule their time because number one, it's COVID, so everybody's working 3-4 different jobs if you work in the medical field.
Okay,
so they have to schedule that stuff. But like I said, they're not the ones popping the bottles at brunch with you and your friends. They're not bringing all of your girlfriends on a fucking yacht in South Beach. They're not doing that.
But also, them guys are not them. The high value ones, the one I gotta be worried about getting caught up and going to jail. Like, how much value is in that man?
But that's why
and he's probably married. I feel like that type of you already have your wife.
But that's also why I say we have to, as women too, be very clear about what it is that we want. It's not always about the money. You want someone that's going to adhere to a lifestyle.
Can I ask you that? You're 35, Bridget. You're 32. I'm 30. Me and Medinah spent all morning watching through his videos, and a lot of the women simply when they were asked, why do you want to be married? Do you want to be married? What do you want out of a partner? A lot of them could not answer it. And I will say that is okay too. So the idea that as women, we have to know what we want, I think that the fact
you should not be dating to be in a relationship if you don't know what you want.
But sometimes you're dating to figure it out still.
That's fine.
And it's ever changing.
I agree, but you should not be dating to be in a relationship if you don't have some semblance of what you want. You're wasting time at that point, because what'll happen is you'll want to be with a man who knows what he wants. And if you don't fit into that as a woman, you then internalize that and take that personally and think something is wrong with either you or with him because you're not his definition of what he wants. And because all because you don't know what you want as a woman. We have to and I literally said this over the weekend. I was talking to my man about, he was coaching one of his friends through a situation with his chick and blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, like she's just whack for this and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, we need to get out of the habit of saying that somebody is whack just because they're not a fit. Just because it's about compatibility. Like what some men who are working 24/7 and are making all this money, what some of those men want is a woman that's not going to be opinionated, that he could just come home and be around.
Got dinner on the table,
and you got
bitch.
Dinner on the table, and that's fine.
And pussy for dessert. Don't say nothing to me. There are women that are fine with that.
That are fine with that.
Well, I say that too, and Medinah, you and I spoke about it as well. The problem, even with so many women watching now Kevin Samuels and looking up to the Kevin Samuels, the Derek Jacksons, for how they need to date or how they need to be a partner or how they need to change who they really are to attract someone else, there is somebody for everybody. So my problem too with how he speaks is the fact that he makes it seem like there is one right way to get a man, one right way to be a partner, one right way to be a wife. And that is wrong because, bitch, we crazy and we look at all of us. People be in the YouTube comments like, I don't know what man is with this woman. Can't believe I got a man. And I'm like, well, guess what? Yes, it took 30 years to find the motherfucker, but I'm with someone now that's accepted me for me. And to be very fair, a lot of us women date, but we change exactly who we are because of these men telling us how we should be, who we should be. And so the problem is you're seeking a man to fulfill you in a way that you don't fulfill yourself. You have to be happy with who you are before you even get out here and I feel like date.
And that's exactly what I just said. I agree with you. I think you have to know what you want to some capacity, or at least know what you don't want. At least know what you don't want. I dabbled in entertaining an athlete and I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way.
You tried.
There's no fucking way.
And failed miserably.
No way.
I failed miserably. My attitude and just who I am doesn't match up. How you said people need to kind of like look at who you're dating and make it fit.
No, we're just not a match.
Fit.
And it's not to say that he's a bad person or I'm a bad person. It was not a match. It's just not a match.
The problem is people don't know that it is okay to just be like, this isn't working.
Right.
And the huge problem too is rejection. So and we've talked about this even with monogamy. And we just had the conversation about monogamy and if it's even something that could be realistically obtained. But in terms of dating and truly not knowing yourself and wanting to attach it to somebody else completely.
Right.
I don't know, sir. Wait. I just want to be fair though. Are you saying that people should not even engage with people?
No. I think people should date. I don't think people should be pressed to be in a relationship until they know what it is that they're looking for out of the relationship. Like, you have to know what you want in a partnership. Marriage is a partnership, but you have to understand the dynamics of what that looks like or what you want it to look like. And or you will end up mismatched with a man. Because some people just want to be married because they want the validation of the partnership. They're not interested in really what the daily maintenance looks like.
They just want the title
of
a wife.
Some people just want that. So, but here's the thing. You can find men who are okay with that. Who are like, all right, cool. We could just get married if this is what you want to do, but you're not getting half of this, and we doing it. This is going to be it's an arrangement. Marriage.
Do y'all want to be married?
I want to be a married
absolutely.
person.
Why? Because I'm about to Kevin Samuels. Why?
And you're not gonna make me feel bad for what I want. Okay, that's what he does to these women. They feel bad for what they want.
Well, ma'am, you came with the hair laid, so you are not even a candidate for Kevin Samuels' show.
So, as a woman though, so you're 32, no kids. Yeah. Why do you want marriage, and what do you feel like you would get out of marriage?
Well, I would like children, and I want to raise my children in a family. I also like the thought
marriage doesn't guarantee that, but keep going.
It doesn't. Well, my body can make babies, and I think whoever I meet will know that he can. But I like that the idea of companionship. I want someone who's gonna go through life with me. I don't want to go through life by myself. And yes, you have friends, and I do have family that I'm close to. But that I want my person to be experiencing life with me. That's what I see.
Do you not believe that can happen without a ring or a certificate?
It's not that I don't believe it can happen without a ring, but I want a ring. I wear a size 6.5 from Tiffany's. I do.
I got you. Ring pops. They're really good. Really inexpensive.
I love ring pops.
If I get you a ring pop, bro.
I just think it's important for you to want to bring me about in front of all of our people, in front of God, however we're going to do it. It probably won't be religious, but to show how much we love each other and respect each other. That validation does mean something to me. It's important.
I always wonder why. I think people put validation from their partners posting them on social media and claim
social media and marriage is different.
But that's what I'm saying. I just want to know everything you said can be obtained without marriage.
It can, but think about marriage itself is a contract.
That's right.
Yeah,
you get a license to be married the same way you get a license to drive a car.
And you get benefits.
Do you?
Yeah.
If he dies.
Tax benefits.
But
you could be in
also,
somebody's will without being married.
You can.
Sugar mamas do it all. Sugar daddies, sugar babies, all that shit.
You can. One of the ideologies that I subscribe to is that there's only two types of currency. There's time and there's money. Women's currency is time. Men's currency is money. Marriage, the contract and the business proposal of marriage is a combination of both. So for a man and a woman,
she'd be so smart.
I like how you
for a
put that.
man and a woman to come together, in my mind, I want an equal partnership. I refer to my man most times as my partner. And that's because, in my mind, a marriage is going to represent for us the combination and willingness to put both time and money into building what we believe is going to enhance both of our lives. On paper, that to me means you trust me to uphold my side of the bargain the same way I can trust you to uphold yours. The only thing we have in this life as human beings is the power of our word. You're giving me your word that you're committed to this the same way I'm committed to this. That means something to me.
There needs to be a whole bunch of fine print then, because apparently the way these
always fine
marriages
print.
but the way the marriages are set up, and I guess that's my problem too. I mean, I've come on here and said I've been the side chick. I've dealt in those relationships, and in no way, shape, or fashion would I want to change places with the woman on the other side, with the married woman, with the wife. And so my problem is companionship, money, all of these things that are time. I was a whole side chick for like 9 years. So like the ideas that y'all are bringing forward that you get with a marriage, I think because I've been that person on the other side, and because I see so many people in unhappy marriages, not even unhappy marriages, but I don't think both parties ever fully get what they want or signed up for. And I say that to say maybe the communication isn't fully there, but also marriage to me keeps people binded because it's a contractual obligation. It's sometimes harder to leave. It's not only is it harder to leave, but it sometimes stunts a person in their ability to live, to have the life they want, because now they're stuck with someone that they may not want to be with.
That's also parenthood.
All of that, of course.
I mean, there's a lot of scenarios and circumstances. I always laugh when people are like, wow, I don't want to get, people who want to have children but don't want to get married. A child is a lifelong commitment. You're tied to that person for the rest of your life. You always have to see that person. You always have,
but you ain't always got to fuck them. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw that out there right now.
You don't, but I mean,
what? Because they be thinking they done already done it wrong. But if anyone makes babies together, they're never going back to condom sex. So if a man go back and sleep with his baby mama, it's raw for sure.
But that's my point. It's like you've already you've already have had kids with somebody, then it's like,
you're not getting married.
You're not, but you don't want to get married. It's like you've already committed. The evidence of your commitment is walking on this earth, and you don't want to sign a fucking contract saying that you're willing to do this life with me.
Oh, ladies, you know what that means? We talked about NDAs in episode 1, baby. That means we need to start bringing marriage certificates if you want to not use a condom. Sounds like that's what it's sounding like.
That sounds
to me.
like you want us to be single forever. Them niggas would be running.
I'm good.
Moving on. Like what?
Men lie all the time. First off, men will lie to get what they want out of a woman.
Women do too.
I had a man who literally, we were dating. This is my Mr. Big. We went to go look at wedding rings.
No, and tell him what happened.
And then he broke up with me on my birthday.
And it was with another woman.
For Shelby. And I was like, I didn't even know he was dating other people. Like, what? We went to look at wedding rings. Wedding rings. He said, I could see myself marrying you. You could be my wife. What happened?
Bitch, it was window shopping. You should have bought the ring. If you wanted
could be my wife?
Look.
It was horrible.
First of all, don't.
It was definitely like.
I'm also not going ring shopping with you. Did you guys see the proposal that Shade Room posted?
With the 5 rings? Wait. What were y'all's thoughts on that? Do we have? We haven't talked about this. What are your thoughts?
We didn't get to talk about it.
What are your thoughts on the 5 rings?
I didn't see the whole thing. Y'all got to break it down.
Girl, pull it up. It was a man.
He basically took her on this trip, this beautiful trip. And I mean, it's probably in Atlanta. I wouldn't be surprised. everything.
Atlanta, don't move to Atlanta, y'all. You'll be single.
I think it's cute that there a lot of these like stories and situations take place in Atlanta because there is so much beautiful Black love in Atlanta. Let the internet tell it.
Right here, go up, Scream Man.
Scream Man,
where the helicopter is.
Yeah, boom. So he apparently
go to the next slide.
Over Easter weekend, he asked.
This is definitely Atlanta. Look at that skyline.
This is definitely Atlanta.
Yeah,
it's definitely Atlanta.
They're in Atlantic Station.
I can't. So basically, he proposed to her with 5 ring options, but like the ring hand, like you know how you go into you walk by the window at Zales and the ring hand is there with the ring option.
Wait, do we not think this is romantic?
No.
Wait, look, hold on. Go, swipe again. Swipe again, Scream Man, so she can see, because she ain't hip to
see what she looked at.
Those are the 5 options.
So she got to try them on.
And then swipe one more, and she picked the one she wanted.
As opposed to him just picking out the ring that
he would want her to have.
Yeah.
I have a specific ring that I want, and I will let you know.
I will say too, my friend got proposed to, and the ring was so big. She said, we got to go and get a smaller one because I don't want to be walking around with this ring.
I agree with that.
I mean, I agree with size, but you are okay. Would you like to be given the choice of your...
First of all, this is no. This is a
I would
fat
like for you
no
to just
for
have
me.
the ring that I like.
I would just like you to know what the fuck,
princess
But don't
cut.
take me ring shopping. To me, this is like going, well, babe, you pick out. It's like you pick out your own
But
Christmas
I do
gift.
think that
you
there
pick
is
out your own.
this is sweet. Like maybe that's like their thing. It's their lingo, their love language with each other. She maybe
What love
looked at
language
all
is
of those
this?
rings.
This feels like he
Maybe
got a
she's
discount from the
indecisive.
ring company by advertising the rings. This feels like
I
if
really
you.
think that.
Here's the thing. I see. The thing is,
Were they all paid for?
Oh,
no, he only paid for the one that
she selected.
she selected.
Okay.
Did they have the price tags on them?
Oh shit.
Because that's what I need to know. Which one costs the most?
I'm just saying that I think it's more romantic for a man to pay attention to what his woman wants and just picks out the ring that actually is what she wants in the wheelhouse of what
get
she
the
wants.
wrong ring. Now it's a whole nother issue.
But that's also why you have friends.
You have family members.
all
You
of
should
my
know.
friends, all my family, you know what I mean? Like my close friends know exactly that they know exactly what kind of ring.
You know
I would
what's
like.
crazy? I am a woman who doesn't. Y'all know I don't want kids. I don't want my man to live with me, and I don't want to be married.
But you
And
want a
so-
ring.
A promise win.
Okay.
But
What's the promise? Promises.
What is the promise?
She don't want to be married, but she want a
You
promise.
just want the promise of a ring?
I'm confused.
What are y'all promising? That
What
y'all
the
won't get
fuck?
married? I promise to never marry you.
I promise we
nigga.
never gonna live together. I promise we never gonna have no
I'm not gonna take your
kids.
money. You're not gonna take mine.
yeah, it's a promise. I mean, you know what? It's weird.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I think I the ring is cute. A ring might look cute on this finger right here. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Bridget, I hate your face when you, bruh.
I am just going
She be
to
wrong.
a
I
promise
don't-
ring?
I can't want a promise ring. Am I too old to want a promise
You
ring?
can want whatever you
No,
want.
you
baby.
could get your ring pop. She could get the ring pop.
No.
You can get your ring pop. Promise. I promise not to lick this till it's gone.
You know what? I think that I don't know. Again, I don't believe in the constructs of marriage and what it is. It is a business
So
thing.
what's
I
the
think we have
promise?
to do
What's
it.
the promise that
But
you
you're
want?
so against marriage. Like,
I
I don't
am.
understand why you
Why?
can't see one positive thing
Well,
in
because
marriage.
she already said she doesn't know anybody that's happily married.
Not only happily married, I think everything
that makes me sad.
Well,
'Cause almost every friend that I have that's married is happy.
A lot of people I know aren't happy, but I know that they're working on happiness.
Oh no! All
no.
my friends that are married are happy as shit.
No, bitch.
And most of the
happy.
people that I ask about marriage are like, don't do it. But I want to do it.
But I could do bad by myself,
I don't
baby.
know
I don't need
anybody
nobody
who's-
dragging me through the mud.
I don't know any
Imagine
married
you get
people
old
that
and
say
you're
that.
sick and you're by yourself. Like, who gonna take care of you?
Bodie. No, I'm just playing. You know what? My thoughts on marriage are the same kind of, I guess, and I'm not a feminist. I don't align with feminism, but I don't like the attachment of what people deem to be the value of women as what holds the value to me. So me being claimed by a man forever, I don't think adds value to me. Me being a mother, I don't think adds value to me. And I believe in just being happy. And like I said, because I don't believe anything lasts forever, I truly don't believe anything lasts forever. And so I think that we sign up for something in marriage that to me, I find to be unrealistic. The same way I believe monogamy is an unrealistic thing that we try to obtain in relationships. And I like to go in as a realist because I'm a real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga.
But you
And
out here giving fuck
I
about
do
niggas.
care about one nigga right now, but I don't, like, in general.
So what would the promise ring signify for you then?
It would look cute with some of my outfits or whatever.
Oh, we
And-
gotta ask Kevin Samuels to ask you that
I
question.
want Kevin
when
Samuels to break her
Yeah,
ass down.
I want a promise ring, but I guess because I think that there is something that holds two to a ring. Like, it's eternity. It's all the things that are nicely said. But to me, being on paper, I already told you I would want to sign a prenup.
That's fine.
But I don't think I've never wanted
There's nothing
a wedding.
wrong with that.
Bitch, we could do a month honeymoon somewhere. Like, let's travel the world together. But I don't know. There's just everything about, I want to file my taxes by myself. Because I make my decisions, my business decisions, my home decisions. And I think, I think I will be honest and just saying I think I am selfish to the point where I
That's
want
okay.
At
least you know it.
Yeah,
but there's also
I think I'm
nothing wrong with
selfish.
that.
There isn't.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's
think
just
I'm
what you want. I
selfish.
think that's totally fine.
You know who else I think is selfish?
Who?
Diddy.
Say
Yeah. I I just wanted to say
good one.
You know
I told you she had him on lock. I told
podcast
you she had the segue on.
So y'all, listen, and we is gonna talk about this because I know, first off, the comments, I read it. Y'all hated on in corporate America. When I was in corporate America, everyone hated me talking about corporate America.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Only people that hate you for talking about corporate America are people still stuck in corporate America.
I was about to say, the ones that is
still
mad, they not leaving. But if you guys have not been living under a rock this week, of course, Diddy, that is Sean Puff Diddy Daddy Puffy Combs. He decided to pen a letter to corporate America, and basically he wanted to confront the leaders of several Black-owned media companies. General Motors listed My Network Revolt as an example of a Black-owned media company it supports, and he pretty much called GM out because he felt your little D&I is cute that you have in your corporation, but I don't really think you support Black businesses. Now, he had a lot of stats to drop and reasons why he was so upset. Meanwhile, sir, you are a Black-owned man with a corporation who also owes people money and I think has not contributed the same issues that you have with companies that you feel are pandering to Black media companies. I do feel like he is guilty of that as well. And guess what? I know we on the JBN. Joe, you skated past this motherfucking topic like a motherfucker. And I know he got a check with Revolt, so there was things he couldn't say. But as an artist or as a creative, I will say I wanted him to speak on this is a corporation and he has done wrong to the artist.
I mean, has he righted those wrongs?
No, and that's the problem.
I still know way too many creatives in the music industry that he has not properly compensated for their time, for their efforts, for their contributions.
And then there's a thing with Mace too, but he's made an unrealistic amount of monetary attachment.
But
to what Mace. There's a lot.
I think the hard part about this is that we have to understand the importance of time and place for the conversation, right? I don't think Diddy is wrong. Let me full stop.
Okay.
I think he is right, and in his right as a Black man who has built a $1 billion business, an empire on his back and on the backs of others. I think he's within his rights to speak to these corporations about what money is going to and what money is not going back to it. We had this conversation even about Jay-Z selling Tidal. And
we did.
Everybody feeling like, well, he's supposed to be supporting artists, blah, 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 blah. I mean, for the most part, we're not the ones that start out with wealth. We have to go get that money to bring it back. So in order to even reach that height of success, we have to be willing to have the conversation. That's one little.
That being said,
we'll put the pin in that for a second. The other thing that I think is important is the fact that a lot of people called him out on social media because I too have been approached to do things with Revolt over the years that we're either not paid or not paying well. And same thing with BET. Faced that a number of times where it's things that are like, well, we're giving you this opportunity and this exposure, so
take it as that.
You should just want to do that. Well, this is Puff's Network Revolt, so this is just a look that you should want to have. And it's like, but for what?
Oh, look, exposure don't pay my bills, honey.
Exposure doesn't pay for anything, but also you're exposing me to the audience I already have. So you're not opening more doors for me. So at the end of the day, I think there are two very good points being made, but I think the bottom line point needs to be that we need to understand the time and the place. Now's not the time really to go after Puff and Puff's wrongdoing. The same way it wasn't Funkmaster Flex's place to come out of his face and talk about, well, nobody supported DMX when he was, because that's not true.
That's not true at all.
I just think understanding the importance of time and place and context is important. Do I think Puff should be handling some of his Black counterparts better in business? Absolutely.
But then if no one speaks out about it, how are we gonna fix it?
But if it's not Puff calling out GM, who else is going to get GM's attention? Who else is going to get GM's attention? Those things are important. They're both important conversations. They're both equally important conversations to have. But I just think,
I mean, I think it's just a lot of the pot calling the kettle black. I think a lot of times when we heard Yeezy complaining about his deals and what he wanted, and in the very same breath, everyone on Good Music is unhappy. It's just like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of selfishness, I believe, when you get to this level. And I think that you pander by acting like you're speaking for the entire community.
Yeah.
When you're doing the same thing that the person you're calling out is in fact doing. So Diddy is really Derek Jacksoning us right now. that is how I feel. Like, you're calling out these corporations for what you're doing. Derek Jackson was calling out the cheetahs while he was a whole cheetah. And it's just a whole bunch of the pot calling the kettle black.
I agree.
And I mean, I told you, that's why, I told her I had a problem with, speaking on entrepreneurship right now. Like, I don't think I'm finna get up here and talk about people deserving to make a living wage, because guess what? I'm finna go pay the people in Philippines $2 an hour that'll work for me. And while I believe that you should,
but that's exactly the same thing that Puff does.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna come out here and speak and say, oh yeah, everyone deserves,
then do the opposite.
And then do the opposite.
You're like, I'm letting y'all know right now.
I'm letting y'all know right now. Oh, you charge 18. I'm gonna get somebody who will take 4.
Right.
And unfortunately, I feel like when you do become a corporation or entrepreneur, the things, the way we view the world and values and business becomes so much different when you're on the other end of the thing, which we've had a lot of conversations and arguments about how this right here, us in this room, the contracts we're doing now, all of that is different than working a 9-to-5. Me and Bridget even, we have calls. We've had months on working with dealing and signing contracts.
Yeah.
Guess what? When you have a 9-to-5, you know your salary. Do you ever look at the contract you sign when you get hired? No. So it's just,
as long as your money comes in, you don't care.
And that's why that's why I also hate when people be like, yeah, but they signed this. Yeah, but a lot of us grow up with taking on even jobs from retail, from all of those W-9s. I bet you nobody know a goddamn sentence on that little W-4 form that makes sure you get your taxes or what's coming out of your check. A lot of people don't even know until they get their first check and then they see what's coming out. Yeah. Like the idea that even these artists are at fault for not reading contracts. We take jobs all the time and don't know what we're signing up to do. We just know this is our job title and this is what I'm getting paid. And that's all that really matters. At the end of the day, a lot of people know, oh, I got to drop an album and this is the money they offer me. Bet, let me do it. And that's the problem. So I just hate too that people are like, well, these artists knew what they signed. He knows what they're giving people.
Right.
And so for him to talk about the exploitation of GM to Black-owned media companies, to me is no different than him being an artist and exploiting other artists in the way that I feel like has happened.
I mean, it has. I just don't think that it all falls on him.
It doesn't.
I think at this point there is no real what's the word I'm looking for? There is no real like perfect leader in a leadership role
at all. They all be conniving and so trifling.
Right. In order to be successful,
there's no good morals. You can't.
No, in order to be successful and really make the most of a capitalist society, you do have to be somewhat cutthroat and ruthless.
And shit on people.
In order to make that kind of money, you're not always the most solid at heart. You know what I mean? You just aren't. That's just not the way of the world. So it's not the way the capitalism works. So at the end of the day, like I said, I know people personally that Puff still owes money to. I know people personally that have suffered because they believed they were going to get paid something and did not get paid the amount they were supposed to get paid. Or people that went and challenged him in some capacity and were bullied and silenced because they weren't happy with the business dealings.
That's horrible.
And so, but that's what big corporations do. That's what happens.
That's why we say y'all be making the jokes about HR. HR protects the company, not the employees. Ever.
So,
like, I mean, it just is what it is. It's business.
I think understanding the importance of a lot of people don't do good business.
They don't
do good business. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. A lot of people.
But
don't
also
do good
the
business.
idea that morals and goodness of people are put into business. You can't expect both. I genuinely believe that. I don't believe any billionaire, millionaire has gotten here by doing things all morally sound or by doing things all the right way. And the idea of what's moral, what's immoral, what's right, what's wrong, that's all subjective as well. So, I mean, we are back from our break now. And if you was watching on the YouTube,
we had a little wardrobe change.
It is Titty Tuesday. And the way the titties were tittying.
They were tittying.
So
they have been tittying all day.
So fellas, I know they be looking nice sitting up. Sometimes the nipple want to get a little hard and it looks nice. But y'all, we create moisture under our tits.
I have
Like a football player after practice.
It's really not cute.
I mean, I have deodorant for that area.
But I put deodorant under my titties before we started recording.
There's titty
shit.
deodorant?
No, you just put deodorant under your titties.
Deodorant.
No,
deodorant.
No,
deodorant.
no, you don't put, you don't put
always do.
deodorant
I
under
got
your
little
titties?
titties, bro. Like, no, I don't. My titties don't
Her
sweat.
titties are she can go without a bra 99%.
But I want that problem. I can't wait
you
until I
want the-
have this.
you want the sweaty
I
titty
want
problem?
titty sweat problems.
No, you
I
don't.
wonder if men, so you know how like they all say they want all day coochie. Do they ever taste sweaty boobs? Because my boobs really be sweating.
Oh my gosh. Whenever I do get a little sweaty titty action, like or on the top, sometimes lint gets stuck to it. So
Wait, how does the top of your titty
I
sweat?
be sweating. I sweat like a football player. Like right now, you're sweating under your titty. The underarm of my body is a swimming pool. Yeah. Yeah.
I have on a sweatsuit and I am perfectly refreshed.
I don't know what.
This is also the first sip of your drink.
I
there we
told y'all I was recovering.
Right, bitch, we done asked for another bottle. That's
It was
why.
weekend. I had a weekend at Bernie's birthday, y'all.
Bruh. Y'all,
Literally had to get carried from the
Hold on,
pool. So
real
let me
quick.
just ease my way back into life.
Yo, we came in. Y'all know we do wine every time we pod. Bridget said, "Can I get coffee and a water, please?"
Coffee. She said coffee.
She get a cup of coffee. Savon knew it. I was like, Savon, I just need some coffee.
She did say coffee. And y'all, I know that we kind of have another Southern representative on the pod.
I
but
am.
the fact
my name
that-
is Medina Monroe, and I am from the South.
She is from
Okay, but-
Texas.
I know how to make sweet tea and some collard greens with a turkey leg. Not that pork though.
It's good with the pork, but I get it. My man don't eat pork, so
my
he
man
gets the
doesn't
smoked
either.
turkey.
Oh, so you changed for your man?
Oh, we're not gonna do that. That's what we're not gonna do. You know,
Because he's high value.
he.
And that nigga fine. He is fine. He is fine. We talk about high value men, but let's talk about the fine niggas. Because
I mean, we don't need to give much credit to them niggas either because they don't be shit.
Most
They
of the
be
fine,
fine.
most of the fine men cheat or
the
they're
fine
broke.
ones or they're broke.
They cheat or they broke.
If they're really fine,
They cheat.
you have to get a
they
fine
broke.
one that's lacking confidence. I prey on niggas like that. You don't know your worth.
freshly out of braces.
Oh,
Wait a second.
Or he used to be fat
Used to
and he
be
lost
fat.
weight and
Yes.
he still feels fat. Yes, nigga, you are. Don't nobody want you. I'm the only one for you. Yeah.
But if a man said this,
oh, it'd be so wrong.
Men say it all the time.
yeah, and we change.
If a man, speaking of speaking of men who do that, and women who do that, because we do obviously we do that.
We're nicer with it.
aren't we?
I mean,
You just said, I will tell you, you still fat nigga.
Jesus Christ. I don't think you would. I think that's a reach. I think
Fine
she's
men don't
reaching.
lack confidence, bro. Even when they broke, they just.
Some men don't know
It's
they're
a diamond
fine.
in the rough.
Really?
Yeah.
Some men don't know they're fine. I look at my man every day like, yo, you don't know that you're like you don't know you fine. He's like, all right, babe.
Why do you not think men don't know?
I feel like some men don't know they're
Some,
fine.
it's not a lot of them, but some of them really don't know either because they're shy, or
Right.
they
They just have a more reserved personality. Like I look at my partner. He does not have any mirrors in his house. I'm like, that is an indicator that you know you look good. Get the fuck out of my face. You know how many mirrors I have in my house?
My headboard
He
is
does
a
not
wall
have
of
one.
mirrors.
The only mirror that exists in his house is the one that's on the medicine cabinet in the bathroom. There's nothing else.
Really?
He does not have a mirror. He throws his clothes on and he goes.
I
I'm like,
want that level of confidence.
Yeah, no, but do you know what that level of confidence come from as a man?
Where?
A dick down to your knee.
right.
That's it. That's it.
He got a baby leg?
I don't know about the baby
He has
leg.
a toddler leg. Oh Jesus! He done kidnapped somebody's baby. y'all, do y'all be having threesomes? Can I just? No, I'm like,
I say that to say those are the only type of super confident men. They just know, like, bitch, you can't listen. Fuck a look. What's a look? Hook.
oh Jesus!
I got that hook.
We just
Bars.
bars. I told you she was a rapper. We just out here celebrating and also and shitting on people that body shame because that sweet rapper, that dearest the sweet rapper girl. I can't pronounce her name. You know her name.
It's Coi. Is it Coi Leray? Leroy?
Coi Leray.
Leray.
Coi
so
Leray.
cute.
I think
She
she's
is a beautiful girl. People have been body shaming her on social media and it's gross.
and it's not fair because here's the thing: like that is her natural, God-given body.
I think she's fine.
She's little. She's petite.
She's fine.
Everybody is not big old booty, ant life, titty sweating people. Like they're just not like. That makes me feel happy that she is proud to walk around that small.
And you know why she's proud? Because she doesn't know the struggle. of sweaty titties or chafing thighs. Good God, the summer is coming.
Good
the
for
way
you, sis.
the way chafing thighs happens. But you know what?
I also have a deodorant stick for those thighs.
For my
as well.
thighs, too.
Really?
Got
Are y'all
to.
talking about they were created for that, or you took your own
No,
deodorant?
I am taking the deodorant and putting that
And
lovely
putting it on my thighs.
cocoa butter, shea butter, smelling antiperspirant in between the thighs.
Wow.
Yes.
You don't do that either? Damn,
Wow.
you just have no struggles, do you?
My underarm. I sweat like a nigga. What?
She
That's
just
a
said,
struggle.
yeah, she just said her
My upper
underarm
lip
is
start sweating, and niggas be like, "What's going on? Are you okay?"
you got the Whitney Houston at the anthem sweat?
Yes.
Bro, you gotta
Shit.
chill. You gotta chill.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Nah,
it's
that's a real thing. I've
embarrassing.
seen some girls with that. That's rough. No,
yeah.
that's rough.
Now
Are you
we-
going through menopause?
Now, we didn't talk about Coi Leray last week, but the reason why we're bringing it up again is because many of you guys also saw the outrage of the conversation regarding Khloe Kardashian.
Yes.
And it's called a leaked photo, but it's really not. Her grandmammy posted it at the pool, and she said, "Grandmammy, I didn't put the Facetune on it first." So she told her grandma to pull it down, but everybody had already grabbed the photo. To me, she looks like any type of lipoed body that is lipoed, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't think it's an awful picture. Is it the most flattering? Maybe not, but I think that it's fine to not have to tune or edit or Photoshop your pictures before you put it out. And the crazy part, we talk about this all the time. She has probably spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on surgery.
And you're still worried about that edit.
You're still editing your photo.
But
That's what I don't understand.
Also, I mean, that's on brand, is it not? You get hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of surgery to alter yourself, to alter your face and alter your body.
And then she felt the need
Look,
to
to
make
make
this
post
video
videos.
proving to the people
Bro,
that
look.
we don't even know you, Khloe. And it must be, I feel for Khloe because I feel like it must be very hard being Kim Kardashian's sister.
Okay.
She too is trying to be drop dead gorgeous. She doesn't look like Kim, let's be honest.
And guess what? You got all this surgery to end up with a cheating ass nigga like
And to
Tristan.
still
so.
be insecure. What did you get the surgery for?
I'm just saying, what is it? So
What
real quick,
is it for you or for us?
So I wanted to ask both of y'all, as women, yes, you have the surgery. You might want to look a certain thing, the makeup, the lashes, us getting our hair. When women get surgery, are they in fact doing it for themselves, or are they doing it for
attention. I think you're doing it for attention because at the end of the day, I know plenty of women who have got their bodies done and you are still insecure. You still
Insecure
don't think
as
that
fuck.
you're actually beautiful. And a lot of women won't admit that, but you can tell by somebody the way someone moves. You're still
How?
insecure.
How do you tell that?
Eye contact when you're speaking, you're very like meek, or you don't. I sound like Kevin Samuels not having an answer, but it's a vibe. It's like I can tell you don't think you're pretty. You're doing all this stuff to mask what you really look like.
Do you think
I
we
have
do
a
any
face
of that
full
for
of makeup?
ourselves?
Yeah, I think a lot of
I
it is.
do it for myself.
I
all the
don't
time.
do it for myself.
I think
You don't do it for
I think
yourself.
it starts out to make yourself feel better. I think that's what it starts
You don't like
out
attention
as.
from men?
Oh, uh-oh.
I do, but I don't seek
I love
attention
getting
from men.
dressed. I don't seek it, but I do get it a lot.
I do too, but I don't get it from. I will get just as much attention from men dressed like this as I would
Same.
dressed like you or
Same.
dressed like her. It
Yeah.
wouldn't matter. So in my mind, my confidence isn't attached to my face or my body.
Same.
My
But that's because
personality
you
carries
have
me,
a
so I
pretty
don't worry
face.
about it.
So it's like different when you hear a pretty girl say that as opposed to a woman who never gets hollered at.
Well, I never thought I wasn't pretty, but I also never thought I could rest on that, and that would be what would propel me in any direction. I actually dumbed what I thought was pretty down the first 2 years of high school, because when I hit puberty, I got curvy out of nowhere and I was uncomfortable in my body. So I wore men's clothes. I wore baggy clothes.
What's crazy
freshman and
is-
sophomore year.
what's crazy
because
is-
I didn't want that attention.
When I was in 5th grade, I actually developed really quickly, like hips, thighs, tits. And I was actually on the morning announcements. Yes, you wouldn't have thought, huh? I gave the morning announcements at school, and I remember when my tits started to really grow and develop, I would literally sit on the morning announcements, slouched with my hands to cover it because it became a topic of conversation.
and you were a kid.
I was a
That's
kid, but I'll go up as a woman now. Like, we put all of this emphasis on how our bodies have to look, our snatched waist. I mean, I hate even the celebrities, the focus on what their postpartum bodies look like. I hate the emphasis of the snatch back now. I hate the emphasis on women not really just being able to gain weight, lose it. I mean, people's weight are so attached. And Lizzo actually did post a video recently too, because with the conversation going on with Coi Leray, of course, now the conversation is also about how women are skinny shamed the same way fat shaming happens.
I say that all the time. If a skinny woman puts a photo up, it's like, why would you do that?
Don't agree?
You need
I
to.
don't agree.
But when big girls do it, they're embraced. Look at her embracing her body. Well, what if I want to embrace my goddamn body?
First off, a lot of women are not fully complimented or said that they're embracing their body. A lot of people call Lizzo disgusting, for one. I will also say Lizzo said something very, very, very profound in the fact that you can ask a skinny person any given day if they would change places with a fat person. 99% of them would not, because the struggles systemically that bigger women have could never amount to that of a smaller woman. Yes, do they get called? And I mean, we had a whole conversation here about skinny shaming where we were talking, and I didn't even see the skinny shame, but I get it. Smaller women get called prepubescent teenagers, or that they look like little boys. I get the shaming that is attached, but never would it amount to the shaming of bigger, fat, obese people, because they literally push the narrative that big, fat, obese people should not even walk this planet. You don't get that from skinny, from being skinny, only because even if you talk about the standard of beauty, it comes from white. It comes from Euro features.
Which is skinny.
And so what's crazy is if you look into the history, and I'm mad I didn't screenshot it, there is actually a book written on the history of fat phobia, and it stems from the black body, and then viewing the black body and the curves and the thighs and the ass as something that was almost something that should be that was so odd, it should be put in a circus. There is a woman, like there's been like, you know what I mean? So you being a big woman is not celebrated in the way a smaller woman is.
But that's also because in most of those African countries, the bigger you are, and not just in African countries, you'd be surprised. There are some European countries too that celebrate bigger women. The Greeks absolutely celebrate bigger women.
Italian men too.
Italians also celebrate bigger women.
Well, they ain't got no choice feeding me all them carbs.
I mean,
all that
bitch,
pasta and,
all that
and
goddamn
rice,
pasta and bread,
sauce with all the butter in it and wine, and then we pour alcohol in it. You want me to be a big bitch?
Like, if you go to Africa, the amount of women, the amount of big, beautiful black women that you see married and adorned is night and day. Like,
Kevin Samuels would ask them they dress size though.
He would.
The married bitches out there, they married.
But I'm just when this conversation happens, I'm like, so are we saying we all need to start eating Big Macs and be big girls to make everybody feel comfortable? I don't want to be big.
No,
and it's not. I'm not gonna shame you. Do your thing. But there's also a health aspect to it. Can you play with your kids, or can you walk up the stairs? I don't want to, live a life like that.
I could be big and walk up some stairs.
But
Lizzo says it all the time. She's healthy
on Instagram.
Lizzo says all the time.
Lizzo is working out all the time.
That's the problem too.
We need to talk to a doctor, because your heart your weight and your heart, there's something that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, but wait, but she's also really tall. We can start there.
Yeah.
She's like 5'10" with no heels on. So she's already a tall girl. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, she works out incessantly. From what we see, she works out all the time. She dances all the time, even if it's...
Your heart is working very hard. And I'm not body shaming her. I think it's beautiful that she embraces herself and wants to show it off. Do your thing, sis. Do it.
Not what you eating, because the vegans and the vegetarians, bro, they gain weight, bro.
I know a lot of fat vegetarians.
You know what I mean? So it's not,
I know a lot of fat vegetarians. They make up for their not eating meat with eating rice and bread.
Rice and bread and carbs. And now you have even the stuff that you're trying. So she saw the goddamn seafood doc or
Seaspiracy, and I was affected by it.
I need to watch it because it's on my list.
I don't want to watch it because guess what? My man watched it. We had sushi. He said, I feel kind of bad about that sushi now. Damn. And I said, well.
But the crazy thing is with that Seaspiracy documentary, it wasn't really the health aspect of why I was like, dang, this really affected me. It was the abuse of the animals that I was like, this is horrible. I can't believe
it was so
really
bad. She had a beef and lamb gyro last night.
I think,
and I took majority of it out and had tzatziki sauce with pita. Get out of here! You want to marry your boyfriend?
And
she does. She does.
This is what we're doing
to bring it back to the point. To bring it back to the point, right? It is a little fat phobic to make
It is.
to bring the emphasis of her size around health.
Because skinny bitches be unhealthy.
You guys,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying there is mental and emotional health that also needs to be brought into the equation. And we don't discuss that enough as much as we discuss what's healthy. Because I'm in shape. I'm training for a half marathon. I'm in shape. But do I consume probably enough alcohol to be considered an alcoholic? Probably.
Oh, I definitely do.
Probably. I mean, I think we have to.
But you have some sort of balance, and your weight shows it.
Lizzo could dance on stage in a jazz shoe for longer than any of us, and play the flute at the same fucking time. And I'm complaining that my thighs touch. No,
bitch, I could barely ride.
I want us to be more. The whole concept of body shaming to me is less about the size of the body and more about the concern of somebody's
she's playing
mental.
basketball.
All right, stop
She
it.
threw
She put a person in it. Shut up.
I love what she's doing. I'm not gonna negate that.
I had to unfollow her for a little bit or mute her. And
were you annoyed?
Because I got annoyed.
With what?
It started to feel like it was too much attention seeking, and it's like, sis, we get it. You're confident in your body. We love it.
Even skinny bitches get on my nerves.
I do it with skinny bitches too. I unfollow bitches that are always in a bathing suit. Enough.
I sure don't, because I be sliding them DMs.
Because you one of the bitches.
I be dropping them.
Be like, enough.
Hey, I be like, Ma, let me drop all them money bags.
I'm not
bitch.
I'm not a huge fan.
You like girls?
I'm not a huge fan and advocate for, exhibitionist women all the time. I just don't want to hear all the time. If you do it here and there, for sure, by all means. Every single fucking post, I'm good. And for a while, all of Lizzo's posts were just like ass shots. She's got the camera at an angle, looking up, and all you see is her ass. There's nothing else. And I unfollow.
I do see that.
You know what I'm saying? Bernice Burgos did that for a little bit too. Like I unfollowed that.
You unfollowed Bernice because it was too much ass.
Yeah,
on Bernice.
Yes. It's too much. It's just too much body. It's too much.
So what would we say about Lizzo if in a couple of years she got surgery and now she's skinny?
It has to me not wanting to see her body has nothing to do with her weight. I don't want to see it, period. We talk about this all the time. I don't want to see anybody naked all the time. I don't, other than myself.
Bitch, I had to force myself to put on a robe with her standing.
You know what I'm saying?
I like being nude.
You can be naked around me.
I know, but out of respect.
On social media, I'm not interested in seeing naked women all the time. That's just not my thing. It's not to shame anybody. It's not what I want to follow. It's not got nothing to do with size.
My problem isn't even about the body. If we're really going to talk about what we see on social media, it's the fucked up algorithm of the porn and when it's released on Twitter.
All right.
Because,
oh my gosh.
Bro, it's literally at 7 a.m. and then 2 p.m.
It's disturbing.
Bro.
I have been in the airport just jumping on Twitter really quick just to make a little tweet. I was like, someone's eating booty hole. What? When did this even get on Twitter?
Bro, but it's at the worst times because at 11 p.m. when I'm ready to go to sleep, I can't even find any of it. It's like now I'm seeing fucking colorist conversations at 11 p.m. I don't want to see.
No.
Bro, it's just it's never the right times. I just don't know what the algorithm is for porn. And I don't know why all you OnlyFans people post at 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. Like, bro, I'm on the train. I have to, my phone.
Don't not have your headphones in.
Oh, bitch. You be fucking it all up. I mean, speaking of sounds and noises, I guess, should we get into our segment? You like...
Well, we are sending our love and support and giving flowers to Coi Leray for continuing to soldier on in her artistic journey. Don't listen to these fucking losers. And Lizzo.
And I don't give a fuck about y'all
Lizzo.
Kardashians.
I'm ready for some new music from Lizzo.
She's adorable.
I'm ready for some new music from Lizzo. Well, see, I don't think she's adorable.
But see that's the problem that we had too. So Danny Lay unfollowed Bridget because Bridget came on here and said she's cute but she's not sexy.
No,
I think you calling a grown woman adorable is probably the issue that she feels like.
How she.
But that's the issue that she has with herself. You're not gonna tell me if I can call you adorable or sexy. You are adorable.
We had
I'm sorry.
We literally we had to edit it out one of the episodes because I was told about myself.
She called somebody adorable and it was like, yo, she's in her 30s. She would be really offended.
She would be really offended if she heard you say that. Because
so I'm gonna get dragged for calling her adorable?
No. It's not a dragging moment. It's really just more of a consciousness moment and an awareness moment that the same way that a full-figured woman gets called she's mature. It's like
she probably got health problems like you just did.
I did not say that. I said her heart probably has to work very hard. It's true.
Bro, that is
Talk to a doctor. That's not me shaming. That is facts,
that
bro.
That is problematic.
How is it? Why is it that the truth has to be problematic?
Because you can be overweight and be healthy.
I'm not saying she's not healthy. I said her heart is working hard.
Well, what you said was to go see a doctor.
If we want to get the facts on that, I don't know how hard her heart is working, but I know it's working harder than mine.
I mean, it depends. If you out of shape and she's in shape, your heart working 10 times harder.
Right, but the way you drank this weekend,
let's do a marathon, Lizzo. Where you at?
The way you drank this weekend, I guarantee you.
Did you see how I bounced back?
She would dust you in a marathon. She would dust you in a marathon.
But we could do something else.
She does full choreography. She's doing Beyonce level choreography.
We don't see the breaks that are taken. We don't, unless you have actually gone to the practice.
Have you not seen her perform just one song for 6 minutes? I don't think you could do what she does.
I definitely could, and I challenge you to that. I definitely could perform. You just said you needed 6 minutes.
She doesn't have knee pads when she performs.
I have a torn meniscus. Does she have a torn meniscus?
That means she's more healthy than you.
She's healthier than you, bitch. My girl
I used to play the flute. I could play Jurassic Park all day.
Not Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
You cannot play the flute and do all of this. And if you do it to Jurassic Park, I might give you some money. I'm not even going to hold you.
We need that on camera for the bonus. We working on bonus content, y'all. Right. You gonna do it?
I love Lizzo, though. I don't want people to take from this that I'm like, she's a fat bitch, I don't like her.
Hey, y'all
I
can
think
all
that
drag
it's dope.
Medinah.
I love when women are confident. And people, just confident people. You do what you do. You are big. It's dope. And she wears her onesies, and I love it.
Look at this. A whole while singing, bro. And she walking downstairs. I know walking down is easier than walking up, but still, this is a lot, bro.
She giving a performance. But yes, we love Lizzo. We love Coi Leray.
We love women, even though as women we sit here and talk hella shit about women's bodies.
And we edit our own pictures, and you don't post it if it's a bad angle. You get mad at your friends if they post it and it's a bad angle.
I have no.
So who
sympathy
is really
for
right?
Chloe.
You said
I
what?
just have no sympathy for Chloe.
Why?
I don't have sympathy for her either.
I just don't.
I don't have zero.
Because
none.
I know you don't like white people.
Courtney doesn't give a fuck. No. And Courtney has had zero work on her body, and Courtney is living her best life.
I don't think she's had zero work, but
I mean, maybe on her face.
She's definitely had some injections. And that counts.
That counts.
That does count.
That does count. It starts the clock. As soon as you get injections, you start the clock.
That's
well, and that's the thing too. There is pressure too for us too.
There is, but the reason I don't feel bad is because you have two other sisters who have their bodies, their natural born bodies, and they're winning. So it's not as if she's the
Kendall
fucking
and Courtney.
Yes. So it's not as if she's a part of a family that it's like, oh my God, it's all about. It's not. You're not in the Brady Bunch, bitch, and everybody's like Marsha. No, that's not what's happening here. No, and no one is expecting her to look like Kim.
But it is Kim. And she's a baddie.
Yeah, but
is she though? She be looking like an ant sometimes.
And if you feel, a lot of the time she doesn't. If you feel the need to post a video to millions of people to prove to us we're strangers that you don't.
But when you're Kim's sister and you're that aware of how the attention and the ridicule has made you feel, and you're not even Kim. Kim got famous off of a sex tape, and you are her sister, so you know the type of hell she's gone through in the public eye,
right?
With all the bullshit she's got around her body, what she looks like, who paid for this, why she did that, how much of this is real. Knowing all of that, you put yourself in the same fucking position to try to endure the same shit. No sympathy.
But
none.
I think that's why it goes back to like mentality. Like it doesn't even all of that. She is insecure with certain things about her body, and no matter who's watching or who's saying what and what you've seen people live through, you're gonna change it.
And guess what she did? And the reason why I feel no shame in even her, how she feels about her body, her not wanting an unedited picture, because even I think she had a lot to do. And I may have mentioned the size of Jordan Woods. When shit came out about Jordan and that's why I say we bring about, this isn't even a conversation about how men put these unrealistic expectations on us, because I think a lot of times women do the very same thing. Yeah. And so for you to be upset to where you're sending cease and desist over an unedited photo, but when your man got with a bigger bitch, that's the first thing that you decided to bring out is that, oh, like you're big, or she talked about another woman's weight. I think a lot of the times we are the culprits of why someone like her is so mentally unsound because, yeah, not only is she keeping up with her sister, who's Kim Kardashian, but then just the utter, like, you're the ugly sister, you're the ugly duckling, you're a big bitch, you're this and that. And so now that she's not a big bitch,
which, by the way,
she go straight to talk shit about?
Which, by the way, the part that made me the most sad was the only season of the Kardashians I ever tuned into was the first season, and the only
the only one.
I don't give a fuck about these people.
Look, she said, bitch, I still watch it 20
but
years
also,
later.
no, the only person that I liked, the only personality to me that was likable was Chloe's.
Was Chloe's.
Chloe was the only person that was likable to me. She was funny. She was clever. She was witty. She wasn't interested in everything everybody else was doing. In my mind, I was like, you know what? She's going to be the one to break the mold. She's going to be the one to be like, fuck y'all bitches. I'm rich over here with whoever man I want, and I'm living my best life. The rest of y'all bitches care too much about attention.
She turned into the mold.
She turned around and became exactly
Have
who they
y'all ever
wanted her to
had
be.
work done?
I had work done.
I mean, well, y'all know. Well, I had a whole weight loss surgery.
I
Okay.
tried filler under my eye once because I wanted to see if it was going to change anything because I have really weird eye pocket, fat pockets under my eyes.
Did it?
But I got bruised and I was like, no, I'm never doing this again. This is fucked up.
You know what's
like I got punched.
So I had weight loss surgery like 2 years ago, but when I was 22, because I was I felt like it was the people I was around.
But when I was
22, I went to DR and had lipo. And I'll be honest with you, and it's crazy because now I'm with even my friends. They all, and that's the thing too. A lot of people don't know that when you get work done one time, oh baby, it's not one time.
You have to start the clock. You have to keep going.
You literally have to keep going. And I'll be honest, I was just with a really, really close friend of mine who came out here to New York, and she has her body done. And I have another friend who just got her body done.
Body done means titties, stomach, booty.
Not even titties. I like lipo, put it in their butt.
Oh, BBL.
Okay.
Or
that's in right now.
Or shots that maybe they got years ago. Lipo, titties. I mean, my friend didn't get her titties done, but they got everything else done.
I think I would consider it if I had children.
I'll be honest with you though.
I think I would consider it if I could afford it.
Dog, it's not even
and
about.
So I think a lot of people always have something to say. But it's like if you had millions.
It's not as
well, right now that's just not my focus. But if I had enough money to just splurge on getting work done, I would get some work done.
But here's the thing: we were out in Times Square. The attention that she got, and also the type of men you attract when you have a certain look and a certain
Is that
body.
the high valued man?
No, it's never the high value. It's just the scammers that we want to stay far away from. But honestly, the attention that she got, there were people walking around with their phones like this. They were staring. Men literally were making it known that they were looking.
You attract a certain type of man.
You do.
I would never do anything to my booty. I would get some breast enhancements, just a tad, natural.
Yeah.
I think that's
I don't think there's anything. Listen, I'm not shaming anybody for surgery.
I wouldn't shame anybody.
The only thing that I
Then what are we saying about Chloe then? Because it sounded a little.
We
shameful.
just don't give a fuck about her. That's all.
No,
rich, bitch.
I don't feel. But when you have had that extensive amount of work done, and a picture gets posted, and you have to come to the defense of, it's like, girl, enough. No one cares.
She wrote a 5-paragraph essay.
You have 100. You have 136 million people that follow you. No one out of that 136 million people are going to unfollow you because they saw an unfiltered photo of you. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't change. It doesn't move the needle in any capacity in your life.
And guess what? Them edited pictures ain't keep Tristan from straying away. So I still don't know what the fuck.
Well, he strayed, but he just also came.
He came back and probably still straying.
Either way. Yeah,
body done or not, you're getting cheated on.
Getting cheated.
The moral of the story is,
pretty or not, you're getting cheated on.
High value men cheat.
They're the main ones.
Fat or skinny, you getting shamed.
High value, great value, you're getting cheated on.
I do be liking the great value version of shit. It be tasting the same, way cheaper too. And that's why I don't like, I'm not in the Bronx anymore, and I be mad. I be like, where's the store version? Why am I only given all the name brand options?
Right.
I need the store version because it's the same fucking ingredients, it's the same shit, it's just much cheaper.
The Food Town beans taste just as good.
They do.
As any.
Oh yeah, you don't know shit about
the
Kroger. It's like Kroger.
Okay.
Kroger, Walmart,
Y'all got
Publix.
Publix?
No, we don't. We don't have Publix
We
either.
don't have.
Y'all got Whole Foods?
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
only in the city.
And Trader Joe's.
Oh.
In the city.
They're building a Whole Foods in Queens, I believe.
In Queens, but not in the Bronx.
No.
The Bronx don't get shit, baby.
They
You got Food Town and the bodega.
Dang.
That's it. Oh, man, C-Town too.
And Key Food.
And Key Food.
Yeah. You know what we have? Freshly squeezed. Yeah.
Freshly squeezed, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Fresh
was a
up.
nice little note.
Thanks. Freshly Squeezed is our music segment.
It Showlees, baby.
And we've been potting today, so we
been
gotta get to the music because there's some good music that came out.
Was there?
Yeah.
We actually didn't like a lot of the shit. Bitch, you sat here and couldn't find shit you like.
I did.
I wanted to play Genie in a Bottle.
Oh,
Christina Aguilera.
No. You know, that is the segment. As we've been bringing on our friends with benefits, especially ones that aren't in the music industry, they're like, I need a new music.
like, I have to play something that came out this year.
Yeah, like I can't play
yeah.
Whitney. Okay,
No.
my playlist consists of
not a dance
Whitney
break.
Houston, Mariah, Drake, and Beyonce.
It's not a dance break.
You know,
It's
she literally got her makeup done because she was like, but Drake might be there.
Stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
I feel that, and I'm not mad at that mentality.
So
That's why I always dress like a gym teacher.
I was about to
A
say,
fine ass gym
you know,
teacher. Bitch, what gym you teaching? What is the
look, all the little boys gonna be like,
Extra
"Ooh,
butter.
Alert.
Miss Kelly,
I
Miss
know.
Kelly."
As I have a sweatsuit on that's extra butter. Extra butter. Shout out extra butter.
Extra slippery, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Always wet.
Wait,
yes.
butter ain't wet.
Butter is wet.
It can be if you melt it.
It should be.
Oh,
Butter
wait.
is wet. What are you talking
Butter
about?
is butter is greasy, not
Yes. That's not wet.
And when you melt it, it's wet.
I'm sorry. So,
wet. Where we going?
so butter is not wet? Y'all really about to argue with me that butter's not wet?
When butter is in your fridge, it ain't wet. It's a solid. I don't like that bullshit.
if you put your finger on butter,
It's greasy.
it's greasy. It leaves something on your hand.
Is greasy wet?
No.
Scream Man, can you
It's
look
wet
this up?
drips. Wet is
greasy
drip.
wet.
Look at the cameraman. Are you with me that it's not butter?
Greasy's
ain't wet.
not wet?
No.
Is butter
It's
wet?
greasy. Is butter wet or dry? It pops right up.
Can we look up the
These
definition?
would include water, milk, raw eggs, oils, honey, molasses, syrups, extracts, and so on. Dry ingredients are ones that don't level out. Flour, sugar, nuts, powders of all sorts, including spices, lumps, clumps, solids,
And
butter,
fats.
unspreadable fats.
Fats is
It's spreadable
Avocado?
fats. So
no,
it's dry.
fats is dry.
So is avocado
butter
dry
is considered
too?
butter
Yeah.
is considered dry,
Avocado's
bruh.
dry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, look at me get shit. I told y'all. Okay.
You're a chef, a scientist,
No, she's
a preacher.
She's
What
definitely
happened
not a
to the
scientist.
list?
She
I'm
does
not a
not
scientist.
mommy.
I'm not a scientist, but this is what I be talking about.
Butter is considered a non-dry ingredient, but
we just read that it was
dry ingredients are powdery.
They keep searching. Remember when I was like, look up, what did I call you? Blunt. I was like, it means rude. And we look it up and blunt means rude. And then she's like, go to the fourth definition where it says,
Yes.
no, bitch.
Bro, this
Keep
is why
scrolling.
there's multiple definitions for things, bro.
For people to feel comfortable with, okay, pick which one you want to apply to your life.
Uncompromised. Yeah. A knife, a pencil, blunt. Yeah.
I said, bitch, you
great.
mean I'm sharp. So what you got for
So freshly
new music, girl?
squeezed. This young man, he has a beautiful profile picture on this cover art. His name is Otis Kane, and this song is called "Run." And I discovered this because y'all know I'm a sucker for a bass line. So
You sure are. Would you have let this keep rocking? Medina? You feel?
Oh, I like
I
it.
was like, now you
And I love a young nigga with an old nigga name. Otis.
Otis,
Come on, Otis. He blazing?
hello.
Oh. Come on. And he woke.
Okay, maybe not the guns, because he look. I don't think he has guns.
He might.
not.
Okay.
He's cute.
All right, Otis. Oh, is that a tambourine? Yes, it is.
You just hear it or you saw it?
I heard it.
Oh. You good.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's Otis Kane. The song is called
That's
Run.
like one of those songs that you play like as you're cleaning the house. You just lit your candles. You're having an auntie day.
Yeah.
This is
You
an
know what I
auntie song
mean?
day.
Yeah, because the aunt, well, that's more, we're having an auntie
You're
moment.
watering the plants.
We like young men with old names like Otis. You didn't hear her say that?
Really?
Is that not
say
the
that.
most auntie shit ever?
Bruh, you got so excited by his name.
I did. To see him, he didn't look like his name.
What does he look like to you?
Well, you know.
He looks Blasian.
Wait, is there a Blasian name?
Is there?
No.
There's
oh,
not
you mean,
really.
what does
Like
an
a-
Otis look like? Was that the
Yeah,
question?
what does a Blasian name look like?
Oh, I don't know what a Blasian name looks like. I'm just saying physically watching this video, he looks black and Asian.
Yeah, he does. He's very cute.
He looks like he would.
He looks like he'd be like a Brian or something.
Like he would what?
Oh, maybe Brian.
Brandon. Brandon's be toxic. I ain't never met a Brandon that didn't cheat.
Have you ever met a man that didn't cheat?
Yeah, my daddy.
Oh, he just probably.
Are we sure?
We're not. I'm just like, I'm looking at him as dad. You know, you see your parents as the parent.
You're like,
I'll probably be like,
maybe your mom would be in here.
only knew that's not your dad. It's not even your daddy.
Bro, you
Okay.
gotta chill. What song did you pick, Genie in
So,
a Bottle?
I wanted to spice it up a little since I couldn't pick Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera. I picked J Balvin and Khalid have a new song, and it's Otra Noche Sin Ti.
What does it mean? Hold on. What does that mean?
At night, sins come out.
What? No, that's not what that means. It means another night with you.
Oh, is it? Oh, you speak Spanish?
Enough,
You
yes.
do? Oh, I got night right.
Another night without you? Sing
We're in
Pete?
Miami, Bridget.
I'm back. Where's my drink? I love J Balvin.
I hate shit. I
Spanish
don't know what they
music.
saying.
It makes you want to dance.
But also, Khalid can do no wrong in my eyes. Khalid be giving me all the vibes. I feel like Joe has that robe.
Joe definitely has that jacket.
Joe love a robe. Does he have on a kilt? All right, J Balvin.
Oh, he's on a skirt. Come on.
Is that-
Si, papi, mami, chulo, oh. Hey.
That is
Oh.
not.
He looks like Post Malone.
I am certain.
Mandy's over it.
I am. I'm also certain.
you
that,
really?
I'm certain that Virgil made this fucking see-through
Oh my
Louis Vuitton
God.
outfit too.
This looks like, remember that clear plastic suit that Marcus Houston wore to the BET Awards? That's what that looks like.
All right, let's fade this out because none of us know what's being said.
Also, he's taking too long to get to Khalid. I don't care about this.
Yeah,
He did
I
take
ain't gonna hold you,
Khalid.
bitch. We listened to this in the fucking
We don't
apartment.
know what is being said, but what we do know is it sounds beautiful.
Doing.
Otra noche
Yes.
sin ti, another night without you.
He could be saying, "Bitch, I'm gonna leave your ass for your friend," and you wouldn't know. It just sounds.
But it
beautiful.
sounds good.
So as long as it sounds good,
Then
I mean,
and see, that's what Kevin
men be
Samuels
saying
be
shit.
getting y'all.
Men be saying shit in English that sounds good, and we be rolling. So
Why?
they say that it doesn't sound good and we're still there. Maybe I'll
right.
see you when I get home.
And be lying. Show up the next day. Oh, I fell asleep.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
we
I-
all have our phones with us at all times.
They do. When they be like, yo, it died.
here's the English translation, guys. I wake up and the first thing I do is see if you texted me.
That's
Last,
true.
last night I left you a message, but you didn't read it. Nigga, you don't know.
Because I was asleep.
I
I was
understand
at the sex
that
club.
you don't care.
my phone down, fucking niggas. I was up. I love you though, baby. I'm sorry.
Bro, you gotta chill.
I can't stand another night without you. No. Oh, that's
I
cute.
feel that because we really do wake up and see if our nigga texted us. Stop lying, Bridget.
I wake up next to mine most days. so
I know.
I'm not-
Look, talk your
My
shit.
shit be my phone
She
be over
said my
somewhere in
shit's
the
not
cloud.
long
Actually,
distance, bitch. Actually,
Nobody
we
be
wake up
talking.
together.
Nobody. I wake up to mine. I don't even. I be like, babe, pass me the phone. Somebody text us. Like,
Love it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Yeah, we text each other good night and good morning every day, and then like we have a thing where we add the emoji to what the weather is outside. So if it's cloudy, I know.
Love
so
is a beautiful thing. It has you doing shit like that.
she's getting married.
She's getting married. We're
bro,
gonna, years
she's
from now, we're
getting
gonna all be
married,
looking at
bro.
Mandii like,
bro, I'm gonna have a promise ring.
Nah, what's gonna happen is she gonna get married. She gonna invite us to a day party, and it's gonna be her wedding reception.
and we're all gonna be like, oh,
We're gonna be like, wait, what's going on? A surfboard's gonna come out with fucking shots.
60 shots.
I
That's
did
how
it, guys. I know all that shit. I
She's
told
gonna be
you
like,
about marriage.
here's to my husband, and we're gonna be like,
She's
oh,
gonna be signing the contract.
It's okay. I'm just gonna let y'all know we're all hypocrites. I told you. We talk about the people that we are. Let's all be hypocrites together. Pass me the aux because, guys, if this is your first time listening, y'all know I come through with the hip hop joints, and
The
I actually
hippity to the
hippity hop.
hippity hop.
I be old, baby. I said I got a little hippity hop for y'all this week.
Her pastor voice.
I'm excited.
Bro, why it gotta be my pastor voice? So I'm gonna play a little bit of two because I could not pick which one I liked out of either. However, I did also want to give an honorary mention to Only the Generals Part 2. Y'all know I am a fan of Kevin Gates, and he did drop an album, and I guess it just went under the radar. And I enjoyed it. Not as much as his last projects, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it. I want to play today Shot Us Forever. So that's Mo3. He dropped a whole project.
Shot Us Forever.
Shot Us. And the song that I actually want to play does have Kevin Gates. We probably won't get to his verse, but it's called Broken Love.
Oh,
and
that's intense.
I feel like really all of us be loving and be broken. So shout out to Broken Love. We're about to play it right now. You like how I get a little voice, like
little sexy voice.
But then, so this is Mo3, y'all.
I love the movements that rappers make. Like, I just be wanting to do it with them.
Yeah. What's their dance move?
This be the go-to. Like,
yeah. What rapper does this?
How come we don't body shame men the way we body shame women?
Oh, if you die,
it was wet, not dry like butter.
You don't want me to say I loved your whole ass at your funeral?
Oh,
not if my
shit.
mom is there.
You don't
Not
think your mom
if
knows?
your mom is there? Wait, why would your mom not
I'm
be at
just
your
saying,
funeral?
like, I was just saying, like, she would be there. Like, no, you can't say that.
Do you not think your mom doesn't know you a hoe?
She definitely doesn't know I'm a hoe.
Wow.
You have a whole podcast.
Not about hoism. It's about dating, relationships, and sex. That's how I save my image.
What is your definition of a hoe? If you really don't think your mama has not listened to your show and think you a hoe.
My definition of a hoe, there are some words in there, and then it like ends with, but they still have respect for you. I can fuck 3 niggas in the room. They're not gonna act like they don't see me. They're gonna be like, dang, Medina, I really love you.
So because you fuck 3 niggas in the room and they all say hi, you're not a hoe?
You're only a hoe. You're only a hoe if
don't
at least
speak.
one is
if
pissed
they
and
lose
doesn't
respect
speak.
for you.
If one doesn't say hi, that's when you know you a hoe.
Yes, it's like if all the niggas are ignoring me and it's like we all fucked her, don't talk to her. No, like we're all homies. Y'all want to do it again?
So as long as they all maintain being cordial as human beings.
Respectful. Yes.
Wow.
If I come in the room and everyone's talking about that they fucked me, we have a problem. I'm a hoe.
Only if they're talking about fucking you.
Yes.
But if
they're
they
not
don't,
talking
if they're
about
not
it.
talking about you, and now we're off from them just saying hi to you. If they get in a circle with each other,
And I'm the
now
topic,
they all know that
my
they
vagina is a topic of discussion, and it's not about my podcast. It's literally about all of you guys fucking me. Yeah, like I'm a hoe. That's how I
Okay,
look
so
at it.
basically, if the business is for everybody but not the coochie, you're a hoe. to break it all down,
I'm really trying to
she's
figure
only
this-
a hoe if her business is out there for the niggas that she's fucking with. That's the only sign.
see, when you come in dressed up looking good, men love to let other men know and other people in the room know that they had you.
They do.
Because now it adds.
think so?
Do I
Oh my
think so?
God.
Do I think so?
Oh my God! I've had men lie on their dick before just to like stir the pot with somebody that they were a little threatened by that I was interested in.
That is childish.
Yes.
I told a guy to get off. I wasn't enjoying it, and now he can still tell people he fucked me.
Yep.
Even though we didn't finish.
His dick was still in you.
No, I told him to get out.
He was in there.
He was in there.
I mean, he made it through.
I mean, yeah, but he didn't really fuck. That's why I said this isn't
Broke the barrier.
Yeah, I mean, no, honestly, the idea of, to me, it's not even about respect. If they're calling you a hoe, I think that maybe they're just mad. Maybe that they're not with you, or that they know. I mean, I don't know. Bro, I don't know why they want us all to be virgins.
I don't know either.
I'm always confused by men that talk about women's sexual business anyway. I'm always like, this is a little strange.
Especially if we're all at brunch, eating chicken and waffles.
Because I really like, I can't wrap my head around
what are you
men,
doing?
like, because I've been around guys that might want to like talk about, like I fucked that, blah, blah, blah. And I've seen other men around be like, yo, bro, this really what you want to talk about?
Oh, like, wait, real quick. You know what's crazy though?
Like, you really want to talk about a bitch that you smashed? Like, we're grown. What is wrong with you?
You did it.
No, what's crazy is
What's crazy, bro?
I have to call women out.
Oh shit!
I hate to call
Are you
women
about
out.
to call me out?
I mean,
No, she already tried. It didn't work.
Yeah.
No, I mean, she's a hoe and she just now knows
did
it.
try.
But you know what's crazy? Women do this. Bro, there's group chats. There's women that I've sat at a table
There's
with.
clubhouse
Bro,
rooms.
we have
I
a
can
whole
honestly
group.
say
First off,
I don't have a group chat
bro,
about who I fucked.
You
Did
don't?
we?
You're in
No.
one with me. It's called
I don't
Eskimo
either.
Sisters.
forgot.
We're in a whole group chat where we
But
literally
that's different. It's men link us all together, so we created a group chat.
No,
so
no,
we don't
that's
be in
not
there
right.
talking about the
Created a group
niggas
chat
that
for
we're
y'all?
fucking.
Me and old girl that fucked the same nigga, we both talked about how he's a really good, attractive man and his dick wasn't good. We all sat there and talked about the dicks that we shared and compared whether our experience was good or not. So the fact that women do sit and have these same conversations, because I'd be like, yeah, girl, he wanted a threesome with me, but he couldn't even handle me. It wasn't
But we
good.
would never do
And she
that
was
in
like,
an
oh, it was
actual
good with me.
room in person
Bro,
with these men. We wouldn't like exclude them and be like, yeah, we all fuck.
I've been in rooms.
Let's make him feel
I've been at the
uncomfortable.
club with women, and literally men have come to the table, and without me asking, a woman has let me know, oh damn, I've been with him and him. And me being a woman, I might, because I might be curious, depending on who the man is. Well, was it good, girl? And we could literally maybe talk there the same way a man may do us. I've been in rooms, in conversations, bitch, we're in a group chat. I've been with other women where we have sat and discussed whether a man's penis was good or not, whether his loving was good or not, whether we dated them or not. A lot of women in the same space do love to say, oh yeah, I've been with him. Or there is still a level of braggadociousness that women have
You make
to
that
name.
up.
I did, because I couldn't think.
Am I
wrong?
It was so far from any other word I've ever heard. I just
Bitch, y'all
wanted
know
her to
I
have
really
it.
don't be
She could
knowing
just have
words.
it. She
She
could
the
just have
wordsmith. I just be
She
making
could just
shit
have
up.
it. That's,
Okay.
that word was important in that moment.
But,
Drake could just have that word.
well, they be bragging. So, Bridget, even in the industry,
Yeah.
has there not even been women who, when we in a group, sometimes certain names get brought up and a woman is real quick to say, yeah, we dated. Yeah, I used to mess with him. Yeah, I fucked with him. Yeah, he flew me out. Yeah, he bought me this. Women brag in the same way, unsolicited, regarding the men that they've been with, especially if they have some sort of status.
Only the hurt and broke ones do. I've never seen.
I really don't do that.
I've
Even if
never
someone's in
seen
a room and
only the girls who got their feelings hurt, and only the bitches that were
like,
broke.
and you are hoping that what you say affects their
So
relationship.
you don't think the men are talking about you being a hoe because their feelings are hurt with however it ended or something like that?
Well, see, I was
But
looking
see,
at
but
it
the
like
difference-
no
the
one is
difference
my
is-
nigga. If it's my nigga,
But it's
and-
also men don't give up. If men are hurt, they're not even gonna talk about it.
Oh.
Women
Facts.
are quick. We can't hide it. If a nigga hurts our feelings, we're quick to be like, yeah, I smashed, but he's a piece of shit though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Damn.
he's trash. He treated, you know what I'm saying? He was
Which
rude.
is
He was-
crazy, because now we
Women-
letting everyone know a piece of ain't shit ass nigga got in
Got
our
me.
pussy.
Right.
Like a duck.
I
Now we look
always
like a
share.
bird.
But this is what I'm saying. Women can't hide the hurt feelings. So that's why I'm like, the only women I ever like. I have been, and maybe it's because I lived in LA for 9 years. I've been in a section at a club with 3 women that I know smashed my homeboy, whose table it is, right?
and
Not-
they're here though. Look at
Not
them
a
here.
body of mine, but
And they
I'm
right
looking
there.
around
Drink.
like I've been around in situations with at least 3 women here have smashed, and I guarantee none of them know about the other ones. Each one got a pair of shoes or a bag or hair or whatever from this man.
No, but it's because they know the type of man they wouldn't be surprised.
and
bro.
they not pressed. And they're not pressed. The only women that talk about that kind of shit are either hurt or they broke. They didn't get what they wanted from him, which could have been love, relationship, or whatever, or they didn't get the type of material shit that they wanted. Those are the only bitches that sit there and be like, yeah, bitch, I smashed, what's up? Like,
Well, I done talked about it when it wasn't good, and I wasn't
Well, if
hurt.
it-
I would never go back.
yeah, but
And I'd be like, sis, you liked it? I didn't think.
But what I'm saying is, you're not the girl. You're not the girl in the section that's looking hurt. That somebody would even be able to tell if you.
Oh hell no!
Because
especially if he got money, I'll still go to the club with you, and you can fuck everybody in the section.
you
But
play
you
your
ain't getting
part.
me again.
But that's
shit
my
was
point.
You're like, girl, do you want to fuck
You
that?
want-
I'm not doing it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
like-
going home after this.
No, I literally
Paying for the drinks.
Yeah, nah.
Since he's saying at the Trump Tower, have fun.
Here's the key. Take the key.
Here's the key.
Do you think niggas know when you don't want to fuck them?
Yes.
I
hope so.
No,
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
They don't read
don't-
the signals.
Or they don't see. I don't be giving signals. There's no signals.
You go home.
Oh, I go home. There's no room. There's no room for signals. No. It's a very firm red light. It's not like put your blinker on. Maybe make the right or the red. No.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
no.
firm stop.
I don't let a
Put
guy
that shit
down
in park.
easily. That's
I don't
the problem,
either.
though. Women
I'm
do
good.
feel like they have to care about the man's ego.
Absolutely.
So they do let it down.
I've just
softly.
recently been not caring about the male ego.
Just
And
recently?
Just
Wow.
recently. I've lived a whole 31 years of my life catering to the male ego. And now I'm just not getting to the point where it's like,
But you know what? Good for
I'm
you.
not fucking you. Just so you know, before we go on this date, is that what you were expecting? Because you're never.
You know what
We're
I
not
hate?
doing
So I
this.
tried that in my 20s. And I'd be like, listen, just so you know, I ain't trying to fuck you. I'm not having to have sex. And what's crazy is 90% of the time when I let it be known that I don't
You
want to
end
have
up
sex,
fucking?
no, absolutely not. If I let you know I don't want to have sex, I'm letting you know because I don't want to have sex. The problem is you're then gaslit by the man to be like, oh, really? That's what you think I want out of you? And
That's
they make
what
you
you
feel,
wanted.
No, but they literally will make you feel like you are in the wrong for just bringing it up that you don't want to have sex. Like
I'm too
they-
smart for those situations.
But has that
I'm
happened?
not because
I'm
that
way
would
too
definitely
smart for
happen to
those
me.
situations.
It's like
It
if you
happens.
bring it up, then it's like, why would you think that's all I wanted? But then when you don't bring it up, and then I do hang out with you, and maybe I do end up sleeping at your place. It's like, why would you think I'm not?
Why are
gonna
you
fuck
sleeping
you?
at someone's place?
Maybe I got drunk and I can't drive home, and I don't want to Uber. Before you throw in every reason as to why this doesn't make sense. Maybe
Look,
I can't just spend. You're saying if I spend the night with a nigga, I gotta fuck
No.
you? That gives
no,
you
I'm
keys
not
to my
saying that.
drawers?
But I
No.
think that we as women I don't need to be in someone else's spot.
I plan my exit very early.
Yeah.
I always plan my exit
But I'm
early.
saying if you don't want to exit, let's say that things are really going well, but you just aren't there to have sex yet. It's like
I don't even leave room for there to be a misunderstanding because if
I agree.
if it was that
That's
great
where
a
I'm at.
time, then I'm quick to be like, this was fun. This was so fun.
so you
This was so
never
fun.
spent the night with the nigga and not fucked him, and he tried you.
But that's the problem.
No.
We know, and this is the thing. Of course, at any point you could say no.
But
blah, blah,
I
blah.
also
I'm
I
saying-
also know if I want to fuck or not. So if I wanted to
Right.
fuck in that space, I'm leaving if I'm staying in the space, I'm leaving the option open to maybe entertain it.
And see, this is the problem.
I would never stay at a house in a
yeah.
space with a man that I know there's some sexual attraction and chemistry
have
and not.
never
Yeah, but no. We what I'm saying is,
sexual tension.
I have
ass nigga.
spent.
Bro,
I have
look at
spent
you.
the night. I have spent the night.
And he tried
with a
you.
guy.
And see, this is the problem, bro.
See, no. If
That's
he
the
tries,
problem.
I'm not staying, and he tries me, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. No,
I'm
not,
getting up and going
Oh,
home.
you're
getting up
saying
and
he
going
tries
home.
you and then you go home.
I'm saying I'm not even giving their room to be tried.
And see, that's my problem with you even saying that. The fact that you just going over because you're so drunk, but you know that
It's not even that I'm so drunk. I could just be. I don't want to leave yet.
But here's the thing: the fact that as women, we know a motherfucker probably gonna try. If you're not in the mood, and we talked about it on
Yeah.
another episode, a lot of women don't know how to explain when they're uncomfortable, and they don't know how to
But
exit.
also just
But you're
before it
basically
becomes-
saying that you can't just lay there and sleep with a nigga, bro. Like you don't.
Are
get to fuck
y'all
just 'cause I'm
together?
in the
Are y'all
bed.
together?
No.
So why do you just want to cuddle up with a man? You
Why
not with?
not?
I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to.
Yeah,
To
there's
just
nothing
lay
wrong with
and
wanting to.
cuddle with you, my nigga. Put your dick away. Like you don't just get
No,
to fuck.
I don't
'cause
think
I'm
there's
spending
any.
the night.
I agree with you.
I agree.
I just know myself.
Same.
As a creature, as a sexual creature with the appetite that I have, if I'm trying to lay in a bed next to you and your dick is on my back, I'm gonna want to fuck. And
I
if
have
I know I
immaculate
don't,
self-control. I could want to fuck you, but I'm still trying to not because I don't
I'm
know
not
you that
even.
well.
I'm not even. Especially if the night goes well and I like you, I'm not even trying to put myself in a position to control nothing. I'm gonna go home because this was so great. I'm not even gonna give your stupid ass a chance to ruin it.
Oh wait, can I ask
I'm
both
going
of y'all?
home.
Because both of y'all both said something, and I just want to ask a question. Why do you hold out for the men you like?
Oh, I don't.
You don't.
It depends.
don't.
No,
I
It
don't.
just depends. Sometimes there's
I don't.
different
I'm not gonna
reasons.
lie.
I don't.
I've had the best relationships with the niggas that I let fuck on the first night. I don't be like you. I don't think it's smart for a woman to hold out. I think it gives.
And
them
I don't think it's not smart.
I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be
Okay, not
deliberate.
smart. Okay.
I don't think it should be a deliberate
it
holdout.
wasn't. I swear I wasn't gonna do it, but then
No, I don't
did
think it needs to be a deliberate holdout because then it's manipulative, right?
Then it is manipulative,
When it's a
yes.
holdout, it's manipulative. I think it should really be an organic feeling of like, you know what? I don't really want, because I've held out a couple times because I didn't want my first time to be at a fucking hotel. I wanted it to either to be at my house or be at his house. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to be like, this shit is a little tacky Jackie right now.
Well, even with my boyfriend, I didn't want to really have sex
Yeah.
with him. We came back from hiking because, it was quarantine. There was nothing open. So we went hiking and we were just chilling.
Quarantine got a lot of
But
niggas
hiking
pussy.
is great. First
no,
of
it
all,
was-
she
it
was
was
like,
all-
I mean, it was quarantine. There was nothing to do, so we just went for a hike. That's actually a romantic date activity in general.
It's a cool date when the world is shut the fuck down. I want to still be taking to dinner and
Mandii.
courting, goddammit. So I just want y'all to know he ain't get the pussy off of a free date. It was quarantine, bitch. But he did give me some arroz con pollo up in the Bronx. So anyways, we brought back the chicken and rice, and it was a lot. So I was like, come back up. I was enjoying his company. Come back up. But in my head, I was like, this nigga ain't gonna get no pussy off no goddamn hiking arroz con pollo, right? So we just we sitting on the couch. It's a vibe. Like, bitch, I pull out the Uno cards. We start playing Uno. And then I was cuddling. Then we started cuddling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't gonna fuck you.
But
I ain't
that's an
gonna fuck
organic thing, though.
you. The problem is, I just felt in the crotch, and if it was small, I was like, I really ain't gonna fuck. But you know, lady, wait, y'all never did the crotch check?
I don't mind a small penis.
Okay,
It's okay. So I can check it and be like, it's
I'm a
small.
size
Oh, I can't do anything with that. It's like a flashlight with no batteries.
I like to show out.
So useless
like,
tool.
I love a small penis because it makes me feel better. I can choke on it and I'm really not choking.
Oh, so you're a faker.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a faker.
Oh, there's theatrics
So she
involved.
she said, I can choke on it, but I'm not really choking on it. So this is what I have to. That's what she was.
Because that's why.
That's you on
That's
dick.
why men out here with baby dick thinking they winning in life because of shit like that.
She said she fake gags. Get out, bro. You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can.
She just said she just said recently she stopped caring about the male ego. So this is good. Hopefully that's something we'll leave behind in the past.
But yeah,
I can't do a baby dick. Like it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. It's a terrible idea.
A hot dog.
Just throw the
you
whole.
really have a New York accent.
I do. Just throw the whole thing away. Nothing.
Throw
Uncooked.
it away. I will say,
Yeah, that's why I said it's a flashlight with no
But see,
batteries.
it also goes
it doesn't turn on. It just
But
doesn't.
it goes to being a woman knowing what you want.
Yes.
And it's okay. It's not that we're shaming. We just know what we want. And if I tell you, if I felt over there and it felt like a thumb, I was going to be like, I'm bleeding.
What if it was soft?
If it felt like a thumb, bitch, it was going to be so easy for me not to want to do anything.
Oh my God. How did we get here?
Okay, so
How did we get here?
wait, where we?
Someone
what
help
else
us
we got on the
segue.
docket?
Oh,
What else do we have?
man.
Hold on. Let me pull up the list. Jesus Christ. I guess I did want to say, I know we introduced you early on into the show. Y'all know that Medinah has a podcast as well.
Yes.
But she was also on Temptation Island and something.
Which I love. Can
Yeah,
I just
she
tell
brought it up.
you?
She did bring it up.
Loved
She
My
did bring it
man
up.
and I watch Temptation Island every week. It's literally one of the best. Like we've officially become that couple. Like his cousin put us on. She was like, "Yo, you gotta watch."
It makes me so
Island.
happy that like a black couple is watching.
Oh no,
Temptation
it's a
Island.
whole family of black couples that are watching this fucking show every week. You don't understand.
If black couples will slide in my DMs and be like, well, normally it's the wife. My husband
Right.
loves you. I've actually
Oh.
been like asked to become a part of people's relationships because of Temptation. I mean, because this is a show. Like, let's calm down. Like,
Oh, no, but
I'm
it's
not
not.
really here to test your relationship.
not?
I'm gonna take your nigga.
Okay, so see what I mean? So see what I mean? I
So
wanted
for
to talk
those of
about
you
that.
who don't know,
go ahead.
Medinah did not go on there with a bozo boyfriend. She was on there to tempt the bozo
I
boyfriend.
was a single, and people always ask, like, were you really there looking for love? Bridget, I was seriously there looking for love. Mandii, I was really there looking for
Were
love.
you?
I thought I was gonna find my husband.
Now let me
You're
ask
not
you.
gonna tempt me. Sorry, I had to.
Can I ask you, do you not believe in the you lose them how you get them?
No.
So did you not have did you,
You
not
get 'em how you lose 'em
You
and
get
you
them
lose
how
'em
you
how you
lose
get
them. Did you not have fear in getting someone that you may have a relationship? Like would you ever feel like you could trust somebody if you wrecked their home? And also, do you believe that a woman in your state or any single woman that home wrecking is a thing?
Yes, I do think that home wrecking is a thing, but I don't think, according to the definition on Google, whoever made that got cheated on and wanted to blame it all on
Whoever
the
made that
woman.
was a man.
Yeah, like I just feel like
Can you read the definition for the people?
Do I have my contacts in? Yes. Home wrecker. A home wrecker is a person, object, or activity.
Bitch, what are you reading?
That corner. A person who is blamed for the breakup of a marriage or family, especially due to having engaged in an affair with one member of a couple. So you're basically putting it all on the quote unquote side chick. Why is it all her fault? What about the man or the woman who decided to cheat? They need to take some of that responsibility. Like, you don't know there's different levels of side chickism. There could be the side chick that doesn't know she's a side chick. And then one day a wife just confronts you and you're like, I thought that we spent Valentine's Day together, Christmas and Thanksgiving. Who are you?
Right.
You could be the side chick for all I know. And then there's the side chicks where they knowingly know that this man
And
is
there's an arrangement.
married. And
Right.
there's arrangement. So it's like, who's really to blame? That nigga?
The man. I agree.
Yeah, and with Temptation Island, I went there to do what I was, there to do. It was you brought your man on a show to test your relationship because you already think he cheats on you. You're the home wrecker, bitch, in this situation.
You wrecking your own home.
You wrecking your own home. Like, I went and I was like, I'm looking for love, and you guys are volunteering your men on a silver plate. Yes, I'm indulging. Give me one. What y'all want? Like,
What is bitch want from me?
I was ready to play that. I almost played that.
Come on, drops. Let's get it. I mean, y'all know I got the deep voice. I can
and
do
then
the
you're
DMX.
shocked when you see him on TV flirting with beautiful women. Like, really, we're all on Temptation Island in real life. Will your nigga fall for it or will he not? Most of them will. You just don't get to see it.
So do you believe that you could wreck a home that is fully happy? Like,
I think I could? Yes.
You think that a home can be wrecked if both parties are fully happy with each other?
I think if you give somebody the opportunity to get to know somebody else, you don't know what that somebody else could bring out of them. It sparks like a light in them. And then they're like, oh my gosh, what have I been doing my whole life with this girl? Like, you make me happy.
Oh, go ahead.
Bridget's like,
go ahead, Bridget. Give us the analogy, sis.
No,
she said when you build a home, if the foundation is, I just don't. Bridget be quick.
Because I don't. Well, no, I just don't believe when you're actually in love with a person, there is something mentally that just turns off to other people. Like, just in general. Like, I could sit in a room.
To the side chick being the other person? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like I couldn't. Like, I'm in love with my partner. I could not sit in a room, even if I could look at another man and be like, damn, he is fine as fuck. There's still not anything in me that's gonna want to tempt or test or even, I'm cool.
Do you know what's crazy when you're really in love? Bitch, I be scrolling on Instagram now, and all the men that I used to think was so fine and I was in their DMs, I be like,
boring, gross.
He just doesn't do it for me. Like, when you really, I think, love someone, you truly, I do believe now in eyes for one person. I used to, honestly, even, before I met my partner.
But your relationship is also very new.
Bitch, we're a year in.
That's
new.
Why do y'all keep saying that that's new?
Because it's still new.
Still bliss. It's still
you
bliss.
haven't had like any major issues. Sometimes you have like.
You can though. I think you can have major issues the first
before a
year.
year.
Yeah, I think you can.
And that's the thing too. The fact that, and we talked about this too. Just because we haven't gone through issues or arguments also doesn't make it so baby puppy love stage, because that's the thing too. I hate that relationships are defined by what the fuck you go through with somebody.
I'm not saying it's defined by that, but it does have.
But I think the stuff that tests relationships are not this. I think the stuff it's not this.
They're not singles that were hired to come and.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this is the relationship test. The relationship test is if a man gets fired and he's not making bread no more. Sis, you gonna ride with that nigga or not?
No, sis.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm out.
That's a moment.
I know you're playing.
That's a test. That's a test. If you decide you want to date somebody,
but another test is cheating. Are you gonna forgive him? If he cheats on you and he explains the cheat, it was an accident. Are you gonna write it out?
Cheating is not an accident.
Did you cheat on accident? Because she had cheated.
I cheated and it was not on accident.
Did you cheat on accident?
There were reasons for my cheat.
How a dick just accidentally fall in your coochie?
The dick, it fell in my mouth. person. No, I'm playing. I'm not saying it's an accident. I'm saying there were underlying issues that led me to cheating. Had we addressed the other issues, maybe
it doesn't happen on accident.
But you also weren't happy if you went out of the space.
Exactly.
That's why I say, like, if a person is genuinely happy in their relationship,
but
it's
you
unlikely.
can have unhappy moments in your relationships, and you do fuck up. People fuck up, and sometimes cheat is a part of the fuck up.
Of course, it happens. It does happen. I'm just saying. The relationship isn't tested. Your individual control and your individual decision is being tested. The relationship is tested by real life shit that happens. Whether you could lose a family member and your partner is so fucked up they can't figure out how to bounce back from it. Someone could get terminally ill. You know what I'm saying? You could all of a sudden come up with cancer, and now you got to undergo a whole year of treatment, and it changes the dynamic of your shit. You know what I'm saying? You could get pregnant, lose a baby. There's so many different life things that could test your relationship and put your shit through the ringer.
Not a whole bunch of single hoes trying to steal my man.
Not this to me is still an aspect, but it's not the most important. And I feel like this is the easiest one to trip up with.
I was about to say, because
cheating?
I do believe people stay through cheating. Cheating is not a super. Yeah. People get past cheating all the time.
I feel like they mask it and act like they got over it. They didn't get over it.
Well, that's different.
A lot of people.
They'll stay from cheating.
A lot of people let it go.
They'll stay, which is why you cheated multiple times, right? I'm sorry.
Sorry, babe.
Yikes.
I'm never gonna get a man on here. Slide in my DMs if you
No, but what's crazy is I like the conversation that we had too, because women don't often talk about it. We're always normally the victim, but when
bitches be cheating,
but also when
a lot of women ain't,
and we do it a lot of times better.
And see, but when
almost every time
when Medinah and I had the conversation, I think one of the biggest things that I took away from that conversation even was, she said, when I cheated and he found out the first time and stayed, I felt like I could do it again.
That's men. That's men and women.
And so the fact that women even have that mindset, well, he stayed, so I knew this wouldn't make me lose him.
That's a cheater's mindset all across the board.
It is always a cheater with that person. I don't think you might cheat on everybody.
I was gonna say, hold on now, hold on.
I saw that finger. I say it with that specific person.
I definitely cheated with one particular person on one particular person, and I have since gone through years. It was a very long, 7-8 years ago. It was a very long time ago. So. You know, I definitely have come a very long way since then in other relationships. 20s. But I mean, I also wasn't shit in that moment, in that space, but I was also bored and seeking attention. I was entertaining attention. Mm-hmm. I was emotionally immature. I didn't really know what I wanted in the space. Like I didn't know what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I didn't know what I wanted. So I was just playing.
The moral of the story is all of us ain't shit, guys. I know we come on here and say men ain't shit often, but women
to add to that moral of that story is you're not shit until you meet the person that makes you shit.
Everybody changes and grows up for the person they want to be with.
Because bitch, you wasn't shit. I ain't even know you.
See, you just knew I wasn't
but
shit.
But now you are
wow.
shit. You're a good, healthy shit.
That is Mandii. Mandii is good, healthy shit.
Really?
Pink. The color is pink.
No, I hope my shit ain't pink, bitch.
Good, healthy shit. Pink.
I guess before
Speaking of pink.
Oh, wait. Speaking of pink. Ooh, what's
Kid Cudi wore a dress.
Oh, Jesus.
On SNL over the weekend.
He did.
And
it
had the internet up in arms.
They were so upset. The only reason why I was upset is because, like I said, y'all keep asking Virgil to fucking make y'all shit.
I want everyone to stop tapping Virgil.
Please.
I like this dress, you guys. I would wear this to brunch.
You know why? Because you would buy it at Sears for $17.99. This is a fucking awful dress. And, of course, he did it to pay homage to Kurt Cobain, but
I think it was cool.
But it wasn't a cute dress, bro.
And he was being an artist.
Like, I don't even think Fashion Nova would sell this shit.
Yes, they would. Watch them come out with one next week. So go get your Cudi on. They're going to get an email.
It's going to be sheer. It's going to have a slit all the way up the side.
Yeah, the Cudi slit.
It's going to be backless. Yeah, it's not going to be giving this. But I'm tired of Virgil getting all these looks. And
me too. He's just not
with his bold Helvetica font, fucking quotation marks all over all the fabric. It's over. It's just too much.
I love that you really know the fonts.
Yeah.
Bro, I
only know Times New Roman.
You didn't see that she also knew instruments that weren't being showed?
I heard the tambourine.
She said,
you can't
and
hear a
here
tambourine.
I go. We talk about music, so I'd be like, ooh, those strings. She'd be like, bitch, there's no strings here.
It's a horn section. It's a whole different. It's brass woodwinds. That's actually woodwinds. They sound like strings, but they're not.
Bitch, I used to play the violin, so don't do me. I know about some strings.
I played the cello and the flute.
I played the violin,
That's
baby.
fantastic.
And I played the recorder.
We all did.
Why did they make us play that?
I think they wanted to make sure like your
Why
brain
did we
was
ever
just
play the
working.
recorder?
Why did they make us play that?
I think it was just learning how to focus. I really do, because it doesn't make any sense. It was like that was
probably
the
the same reason they made us take earth science, and we were like, bro, there's not one single tectonic plate that I'm gonna give a fuck about outside of this classroom.
I also don't care about what type of clouds are in the sky.
Is my hair gonna get puffy or not?
Can the plane fly through without turbulence or not?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were up in uproar. Cudi did say that Virgil designed the dress for me. I told him I wanted to show love to Kurt with a floral print sundress, and this man made a masterpiece. It was not. Thank you, Virgil Below. You're a fucking genius. He is not. Love you, man. We did it.
Fucking bedazzled bathroom wallpaper. I'm tired of Virgil. I want Virgil out of here.
I'm done. I will also say a lot of people were up in arms because, of course, the last 2 weeks, everyone's been talking about Lil Nas. So now they think this is an agenda to emasculate the black man. La da la da la da da da. I hate that we are also still attaching colors and fabrics and prints and things as such to genders. Have we not gotten past
we
the
have
pink
not,
is
apparently.
Girls, the blue is boys? Like,
I don't even think it's that.
Bro.
I think
we got men
that
painting their nails now.
The part that
it's okay.
The part that has not been addressed or discussed yet is that as much as I love the celebration of artists being able to express themselves and wear what they want and do this, there's no grace and acceptance and celebration of trans people who live their lives as their true selves and celebrate and express themselves in the same capacity, and their lives are at stake and at risk every single day. We've missed that part, right? Like, and I saw somebody left a comment under like a picture and was like, as much as like I love Kid Cudi for doing this is wonderful, but think about how many trans people wake up every day wanting to dress as who they are, and can't because they're afraid that they'll get teased, they'll get bullied, they'll get ridiculed, they'll be put out by their family.
He did. He's not trans.
So I just think, but I just think I think we need to expand the conversation beyond just what's masculine representing and what's toxic masculinity, and get to a place where we just protect the identities and expressions of everyone.
I agree.
I mean, but you agree, but y'all also just said, why the fuck did he wear this?
Because it's awful. It's a bad dress.
I'm
the design is not good. Because I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm mad at the dress choice. I'm not mad at him wearing the dress.
Okay.
I remember the shit the Young Thug wore with the whole like
that shit was fire.
That shit that wasn't Virgil though, was it? I think no, it wasn't, right?
No, it looked like something straight out of Gone with the Wind, and I was here for it.
It was so beautiful. He had like a blue dress.
Yeah,
and that
was fire with the parasol.
Exactly.
That shit was fire.
We're not talking shit about that. We're talking bad about it's just not even a flattering constructed dress.
What was this for?
And his album
cover. His cover art.
How would you feel if your man pulled up like, baby, we going on a date, and he got on this dress?
I
hope y'all caught that.
On a date?
But it's like, I don't like how long.
On a date, I had to think about it.
Anything. Like, he's just like, I felt like wearing my dress. Blue is blue and pink is pink.
I mean, my man is Muslim and they wear like dresses.
I said he, not what the people around him.
If he wore his Muslim attire, it wouldn't bother me. And that is a dress.
Blue dress to take you on a hot date. It's date night.
I mean,
baby wants to wear this.
If I'm not wearing a dress that is equally as decadent, we have a problem.
Right. He can't
tell me what the dress code is, so I know how the fuck we coming.
I just don't know how to feel about all this because, like, I want everybody to be who they are and do your thing. But if we start changing and men just want to wear dresses, I don't want my man pulling up on me in a dress. I don't.
What is your problem with it though?
I don't want you wearing a dress.
Besides, you don't want
an educated answer. I don't want my nigga pulling up in this tissue gown. I just don't. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be like, where the fuck? We're not going.
Look, and here goes Bridget. Well, that comes from a systemic.
No.
You was ready. I just don't.
No,
sometimes you don't know why. I don't want my nigga pulling up in these. Take it off.
I'm more pissed that I would become a competition for me. Are we dressing up? Yeah. I mean, in a wedding dress. My man already dress up.
My man already gets so much attention anywhere we go because he's so big.
I know.
I wouldn't want him to like again, even when I was walking with my friends who got their bodies done, the attention that was brought to it by their bodies bothered me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want the attention that would come with that. If I would say this is why I wouldn't want my man to wear a dress is because of the attention I don't think I would want from
my man.
But he can wear whatever he wants.
He's my man is into streetwear and
he's also Jamaican.
So he's not not wearing a dress.
Yeah.
I heard that. I used to deal with a Jamaican man, and he told me that Jamaican men don't eat pussy.
It's not true.
That's not true.
And so
that is a lie. That is a lie from the pit.
I told you, unless he was 75 years old.
And he wasn't. So then I was like, was my pH balance off? Like, was he lying?
No.
He was lying. He just didn't want to eat you.
He didn't want to eat it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lie.
All right.
So if you see him out.
Well, he died. Rest in peace.
Oh.
He lived a good life.
Oh my God. Apparently not. He didn't eat pussy.
He was. Oh my God. Yo, this is problematic. It's okay. It's okay. We ain't shit. I said we're all people aren't shit.
Anyway, back to SNL. SNL was terrific this week. For those of y'all that did not get a chance to see it, they covered a lot of topics. Their opening scene. You know how to do the opening scene right before and live from New York. It's Saturday night. Before they do that, they had they had a skit that was basically a news program from Minnesota, and they were talking about the Derek Chauvin trial and going back and forth with each other about the fact that, well, I mean, we all saw the video, so there's no reason why he won't be convicted. And Keenan and I forget the other girl's name. I think her name is Ego. Can we find the screen man? I think it was Keenan and Ego, and then Kate McKinnon, and I don't know the other guy's name on the other side. But there was like two black newscasters and two white newscasters, and they're going back and forth talking about, you know, how it's being perceived on all sides. And of course Kate McKinnon's like, well, we all saw the video. There's no way he's not gonna get charged. And Keenan's like, well,
do you see who?
And she's like, oh, I guess, well, historically, yeah, I'm looking. I don't see my girl though. She's not up here. Still no.
Dang, is she new?
I think
is she
so.
black?
Yes.
That's what. Look,
she is.
Look,
is she new?
Don't start
is she
it.
black?
I'm sending Google a letter.
There she goes. Yeah, Ego.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so they're having this discussion, and it's like, oh, well, there's no reason why, since everyone saw the tape. But I understand historically why. And Keenan was like, yeah, by historically, she means every time. That police officers have never been charged or convicted with any crimes against civilians.
I will also say it's something breaking. I saw it when Scream Man had Twitter pulled up. There is, I guess, some chaos going on right now in Brooklyn. An unarmed man has been shot.
That wasn't in Brooklyn.
Well, it said Brooklyn.
It was Brooklyn Center, but that's in
Brooklyn
Minnesota.
Center. Is that not?
No, it's in Minnesota.
Well,
it's also in Minnesota.
Okay, so also in Minnesota. Damn, just y'all get out of Minnesota.
Please.
So the officer is claiming that he actually meant to pull out his taser and shoot the taser, and instead he pulled out the gun and shot the gun. And so that's...
You have to remove a safety from both, though. So I'm confused as to how you fuck that up. Anyway.
What was the situation, though?
So officer meant to use taser, not gun, before fatally shooting Dante Wright. And he Jesus.
What was Dante Wright doing? Was it like I just want to know the whole story. Was he doing something illegal? Was he robbing somebody? Like what?
He was pulled over. There was an outstanding warrant, and when they tried to arrest him, he got back in. I guess he got back in the vehicle. He resisted an arrest. Police said his vehicle traveled several blocks before hitting another one.
It's crazy because we watched also the video right now. I mean, it sucks because on top of mass shootings,
lieutenant.
this is happening all the time. But there was a lieutenant in Virginia who got pulled over. It was because of license plate tag and tint, and literally the body cam footage was just disgusting. I mean, luckily he lived to see another day, and he's now suing the Virginia police for it. But it
happened 4 months ago, and one of the officers actually did get fired.
In December it happened, and now he's suing. But what's crazy is if you see the video, which is also becoming viral right now, he was even in uniform, and it's just it's unfortunate.
His hands are up, completely complying. He works in the military. Like, what are we even talking about?
Oh, bitch, not this shit
America.
about Usher. Hold on, bitch. Usher is trending. He is under fire after reports that he gave dancers fake bills with his face on it instead of real money. He is not at the strip club giving out fake money.
He's not only is he at the strip club giving out herpes, but fake
Bro,
dollars.
no, you gotta chill.
My nigga, I am. This is offensive. That's rude.
Bro, look at the money he was handing out.
No!
Bro, you're lying.
Ush, not Ush.
Bro,
I love Usher.
they call him USHER. Bro, he said, I put my face on
No,
the
that
bro,
is,
look at this.
they call you FRAUD. Oh, no.
And the money does not have a trade-in value
But
whatsoever.
why?
Bro, why did he do that?
But why?
Because-
you have the money, Ush.
Does he?
Maybe
He has.
He
He
has.
has
Maybe he
Justin
doesn't.
Bieber. He has Biebs in the trap. He has.
Biebs in the
Come
trap.
on, he got money forever with Biebs.
That's crazy.
that's wild, bro. Look,
No.
why did he do this?
That's not fair, and he should be convicted.
He should be.
that's a
He should go to
crime.
jail.
Yeah, that's not
This
fair.
is this is an actual crime, though. To
No,
make
this is an
face-
actual crime.
This is an actual crime.
To print money with your
and then to pass
use
it off as
currency.
its real currency.
And then I want to also know who allowed him to do this. Like, did his niggas know? Like, he was like, "I'm gonna give the strippers these fake ones," and everybody's like, "Yeah."
Bro, look, it's $10,000 in Usher Raymond money. That is, bro. The bands are on it. Are y'all?
This is fraud. He is going to jail. Usher is going to jail.
He has to go to jail for this.
Wow. All
That's
right.
so rude.
dead.
Strippers work hard for their
Bro,
money.
he has one.
They gotta bend down and pick that shit up.
Bro,
that
it's-
is degrading.
It's $120s and $100 bills, bro, with the watermarks on it. He got.
And they was hype. You know, they was lit. They was like, "Come on, girl, come on, Stormy, like, come on, pass
Usher.
Yeah,
passion
Usher
fruit.
here. We about to." They had their trash bags ready, and it was fake. I went
Bro.
to the bank, and the bank was looking at me like,
Bro, what if you tried to pass that off? Now you going to jail.
"You're like, drinks on me? No, stigma. It's not on you tonight."
So caught up.
Hold on, we got. What is
That's disgusting. Like,
Usher is trash for that.
Usher
if that's
super?
true.
No. There's. What do you mean if it's true? There's a footage. There's a photo of it, and then he was flaunting it
I
in
did
his
not
money
see
case.
that nigga's face on him.
In the money
Okay,
face,
so
bro.
Who thought it was real? I didn't see that face now.
Bro, go back, Scream Man, please.
It's a whole Usher Raymond head on
Bro,
it.
look at it.
I know, but you're not looking. You're not watching the bills when you're shaking your ass necessarily. You working.
In
you
the
in
dark.
the zone.
You're in the dark, too.
zone. You working like.
Okay, but he probably not going to jail because
Why he not going to jail?
Like, bitch, y'all didn't see Usher on the dollar. That's
but
he
also,
used it as real currency. That's the problem.
But also that's why. I mean, I don't know if they do that down south, but in a lot of strip clubs, they make you get the money at the strip. Make you get the money from
they
the
bring it out.
They bring it out.
They
yeah.
So
bring it
where
out
was
to you.
he?
So where was he at that this was
But
filmed?
no, because he's
Canada?
Usher. If he got paid or got booked for it, they would let him come in with his own money.
Nah, they still giving you money to throw. I'm surprised. I'm just surprised. I'm surprised. I don't know. This is
I'm
weird.
offended.
I'm offended too. But this is disrespectful as fuck.
Well, I guess before we get out of here, y'all want to talk about TV real quick, y'all?
sure.
Yeah.
So I will start by saying on a very long, drunken, hungover Sunday, we decided to start Them.
Oh yeah,
On
we
Amazon?
I only got like 3 episodes in. so you
Somehow
gotta
we
chill.
started last night and got to episode 5 or
Yeah.
6.
Oh no,
episode
I'm only
5.
on episode 3, so we gotta chill.
We don't have. I'm not gonna lie.
disturbing.
It's not
a little
only
disturbing.
And I
disturbing.
didn't know that it was gonna be what it was.
She was like, "Ooh,
It's basically it feels like another Jordan Peele Us.
It 100% feels like that." And I
Yeah.
believe one of the daughters from This Is
She's
Us
from
is on-
Us.
She's
Yeah.
on it.
Her, the girl
Yes.
who plays Ruby, is in Us. Yeah.
I think we talked about this enough last week, just about the representation of Black trauma as it's portrayed on film. I mean, I'm sure this is something that you'll have to watch to really catch everything that's going on, because it is so like, bitch, don't text while you're watching this. You're going to miss something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Me and her were just looking at each other like,
How
do you like this? How do you
Yeah,
feel?
we kept checking in with
we
each
kept
other.
checking in with each other. But also, I'm watching it with a scary bitch who's like, oh my, like this is how we were watching the movie. Just like this. Hey, can we watch now? Can we look now? Can we look now?
Because I didn't know it was a horror film, but I guess when you really look at what they are portraying, that is horrific.
Yeah, white people is evil, bitch.
It's scary.
It's scary, and they are scary, and what they did, like, what, and to know that that's another thing that we took from this is this type of shit really happened.
And it was okay. Nobody had their back in this situation. They moved into a neighborhood that was all white people.
And they weren't welcome.
It was okay to torment them. It was
and
okay.
even the conversations, like, it's crazy because I did see something, the lead actress in this, can I get the name of her? Nebi. What is the leading woman? It's funny because they said it's crazy that African Americans normally don't take these roles. It'd be these British black actresses and actors that take it. I don't know why. Why are they not? What is wrong with our Google that black women just ain't showing up when we look up the cast?
Come on, start the movement. You gonna start it? I'll follow behind.
Like, shit. What's her name? There it goes, right
The
there.
woman that plays Lucky.
Deborah
Ayerinde.
Ayerinde.
I would love
Is
to
she
be on
British?
set.
Yeah, she is British.
Of films or series like this to see what I know they have to have a therapist there because it's heavy stuff.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's
Like,
very heavy. I mean, I'm interested to see where it goes. I enjoy time. I enjoy like timepieces too. I like watching shows that take place in a certain time period.
I do too. I do like time capsules. I just feel like
like to see
it's
how
a
this
lot.
plays out.
And for us to be 5 episodes in is just almost as if there's also no break. The entire, and again, we're only 5 episodes in, but the entire time you're just mad. You're watching it and you're
speaks
upset.
volumes to what they're trying, the message they're putting out there. You black. You don't get to take a break. Nigga, you a black person.
Yeah, even from the trauma, the PTSD, all of it. Yeah, so we started
stuff and all the stuff that doesn't get said. You know what I mean? There's so many things that we watch we glaze over that we don't actually understand. But in real life, we do that too. In real life, we gloss over some of the trauma and we just keep going. You know what I mean? So
I liked it. It was cool. I may finish it just because I feel like I already wasted 5 hours of my life watching it.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch.
But you know, once you start, even if you don't like it, you gotta finish. You gotta see it through and just be like, this sucked. But you gotta finish it because it might get better. Is there anything else that y'all watch? I'm still getting through Aretha.
I've been watching City
Which
on
is
the Hill.
good.
City on the Hill has been really good on Showtime.
I've been
Damn, I haven't
watching
watched that.
Outlander on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really good. It's about this woman that somehow goes back. She travels back in time.
Yes.
And she goes through.
My mother loves that show.
Oh my God, it's so good. And I'm on season 4 and she goes through slavery and she witnesses slavery as a white woman. And she's like, this isn't right. Like, I mean, it's such a great show. I fucking love it.
But the way she explained it to me at one point, she's like, yeah, she goes back and then she's with pirates and all the pirates want to rape her. Then she goes to slavery.
And women were getting raped back then, like a lot. Like if she can't move without almost getting raped. And it's
Yeah, no, we had a whole conversation too about literally like the trauma of just women, and she was like, bro,
Yeah,
even her
women
going
traumas.
back through all these
she had
times,
to act dumb because
Yeah.
women didn't know shit.
Yeah.
and that's crazy. Well, we weren't afforded education,
And
We
also
were only
not be
supposed to-
triggered by shit that we would be triggered by today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, do you watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
No, Netflix.
It's Marvel. It's the
that
Disney
sounds
Plus.
like
Oh, I
I was
need to
about to
watch
say.
All
That
right.
sounds like some
Falcon and
Harry
Winter
Potter.
Soldier. It's Marvel. It's not Harry Potter. It's Marvel.
Dang, not the eye roll because I said it sounded like the Sorcerer's Stone and the
Harry Potter
Crouching Tiger,
has
Hidden
not
Dragon.
been in movie theaters in 10 years.
no.
The last Harry Potter movie I think was like 2012.
What was the name of the show? Because I need to watch it. I'm gonna add it to my list.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you're not into like the Marvel movies, this is like a spin-off.
Cage?
Falcon and
It's
Winter Soldier.
Yes, it's a spin-off of Captain America.
Okay.
I just don't like that name.
And so Captain
Coldest
Amer-
winter ever, Sister Soldier. I'm
No,
confused.
Oh no.
There's no.
It's just not. It's just not.
Sister, girlfriends. I'm just like, we just all need to name a show. Like, what?
You're like naming every show but the show that this is. But yeah, it's they all the fans got on me because I was like, man, it's boring. This is not giving me what I needed to give for Marvel because Marvel always comes with it. But this week's episode, I'm locked back in.
What
now
episode
y'all got
number is
me.
it?
4, I believe.
Oh, we did talk about
Episode
this.
4. It's come together.
It's the one with the guy from Black Mirror.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
watch.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie.
That's who's from Black Mirror.
From Black
Striking
Mirror.
Vipers.
See?
I
From
love watching Striking Vipers.
That is
with a
Black-
nigga.
that's Black
and
Mirror,
don't
bro.
tell them what it is. You just be like, let's watch this one. And they're like,
Wait, you be getting, you just want
do I?
men to
Be like,
watch
you
Striking
still trying to
Vipers
play
with
them
you?
video games?
Yeah.
You still trying to play them video games?
That's amazing.
So you shaming men for video games by making them watch Striking
Why
Vipers?
is everything a shame?
Because now you making it seem like,
Because
oh,
we got shamed when we said that men that play PS5 all day long are losers.
no, okay,
we got
okay.
shamed.
We didn't call them losers. I just said, I don't
That's
know.
what people said. That's what people said that we said. And
Those
that
are the
Yeah.
people
wasn't-
that aren't doing shit else other than playing.
Yeah, but what's
PS5.
crazy
I
is
mean,
no,
we weren't.
apparently
We were not talking about the people who make millions of dollars playing PS5.
No, we weren't talking about
We were
those
actually talking about the
people.
people that were losing their minds to spend a few $1,000s on a game console when their bills are not paid.
during the pandemic. But no,
That's really who I ridicule.
and see, I was really talking about the ones that don't have bills to pay because they live in their mama basement. And so they really are more focused on playing video games than even having any sort of social skills or wooing a woman, which is also why I said those men are probably most likely 98% not good in bed. And then, girl, all the men were
All the
hitting me up
gamers-
like,
all the gamers
oh
were
no, I
pissed.
slaying that dick. I said, do you or your PS5 controller? Which one?
Oh,
Because I
dear.
Does
believe...
your dude play video games?
No, he does not. He's a
No.
grown-ass man.
grown ass.
He's a grown-ass man with real hobbies.
He'll play.
real things
He'll
to
play
do.
Mario Kart with his 9-year-old daughter. That's the extent.
Okay.
That's the extent.
That's
So
understandable.
we do that.
You know, yeah. Like, I mean, I get it if you want something on your phone to pass the time, but when
Candy
you
Crush.
get a little Tetris, you know,
Yeah,
I don't know,
Pac-Man.
the little snake game where you get it and it
Snake game on the
It's-
Nokia phone.
I
Is
love that
wait,
Snake
I
game.
loved Snake.
Yeah.
Is Snake? Is there a new version of Snake?
There's a new version of Snake. I have it.
You have
I
it?
play chess and words with friends. I'm a nerd. Sorry, guys.
You really are.
I'm horrible with words with friends. That's why I deleted it. I was always getting murked. Like, oh, I'm good.
Well, she's a wordsmith.
I love words, so I'm on there pretty frequently.
Oh,
Were
well,
you ever in the spelling bee?
Yeah, I won a spelling bee.
I won the spelling bee in 4th grade.
I won in 5th. Yes,
that's when spelling doesn't count.
Okay.
that's the only time spelling
Yeah.
counts.
In
It's like-
4th and 5th
By the
grade,
time you-
my
by the
nigga?
time- by the
no one's
time you
like,
get to
nigga,
seventh-
spell
right.
alopecia. Like, no. Like, nobody
By the
asked
time
me
you
to
in
spell
7th
shit.
and 8th grade, no one is like crevice with a C. Spell Beaujolais. In 7th grade, nobody gives a fuck by 7th
That's
grade.
when I went to the spelling. Like, I did a little spelling thing.
Spelling thing.
Not the spelling thing. I love y'all. We'll be getting out of here too, Mandii.
Oh, you making me play? We making me play?
I know Mandii got a good exit song for us.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
Are we thinking Genie in a bottle?
Oh God, you know what? We can't. We should get out of that because listen, she really played it in the bedroom. You know how I always
put
talk
it on
about
my
my
sex
bedroom
playlist.
playlist? She decided. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I would be upset if this came on even in the act.
I successfully.
I'd have to like in the middle take it out my mouth. Alexa, next song. Alexa, next. We are not doing that motherfucking song. But no, guys, y'all know. Shout out Medinah for coming through. Y'all know I gotta give the shout out.
Yes,
I gotta give the
thank
shout out
you.
to everyone who watches us on the YouTube. I want to give a shout out to all the people who tweet us. Make sure you follow us on all our social medias. That's at See the Thing Is Pod on Instagram, at See the Thing Is _ on Twitter, and let us know that we had a toxic woman on this week. We had a toxic Scorpio last week with the dangly earring.
You're not gonna tempt me. I had to. I just had to one more time. I just had to on the way out. On the way out. We love having
Medinah
Medinah
said,
here.
I want to wreck your home. Let me tempt you, baby.
If you wanna be with me.
Oh, yes.
Y'all,
Yeah.
thank y'all so much for tuning in.
We'll see y'all next week.
We will see y'all next week.
Thank you for having me.
You
can
thank
come
for
back
joining
anytime.
us.
I appreciate
You
it.
can, even though we got to send you the topics a week in advance.
Please.
Bitch, they just came out. It's current event topics, bitch.
Sorry I was silent for a portion
You didn't
of
see
the
we pulled up Usher bucks at the tail end.
As it happened, welcome to current events. Bye, guys.
Bye.